Right. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Just waiting. Oh, wow. 8 thumbs up before we even started the chat. Thank you all. Thank you all so much, whoever was in here before I started. It's just 11:54, so we'll give some people time to come into the chat. It's been one. Today has been one. Hopefully everybody else had a very positive, high frequency day. Welcome to whoever just came into the chat. Thank you for coming in. If you say who you are, please do. Although I know most people who are first to come in don't say who they are unless it's Antoine. And on my Sunday chats used to be our day. But if you would like to say who you are, that would be nice. Or if it's Terry and you driving, I understand. Yeah, what a day, what a day, what a day. We'll see how this chat gets popping within the next 5 minutes. I'm not tired or anything today. I slept very well yesterday. So just waiting for some more people to come into the chat. What happened? It says unable to connect to the chat. Okay, whoever's in here, are you able to see me? I really need to know because it says I'm unable to connect to the chat. Or are you all able to connect? Can you see me and hear me? I need somebody to really tell me because I have no idea. Let me know if you can see that or if you're... Oh, hold on.
Sebastian, what is your...
Okay, can somebody just let me know if you can see and hear me? And I swear, that's all I need to know. Because I don't want to be talking and nobody can see me because it says unable to connect to the chat. So it seems like there's 3 people in here. Can just one person let me know if the chat is actually visible? Okay, I see the thumbs up, but I'm not able to see the live chat. Could somebody say something in the live chat so that I'll know that you can see or hear me, or did it just totally freeze? Okay. Could the 4th person who just came into the room, could somebody just let me know if you can see and hear what I'm saying? Because it's saying I'm unable to connect to the chat. I just want to make sure that that somebody's seeing what I just posted. Or no? Nobody. Nobody can... Okay, so I'll wait. Because I'm connected directly to my Wi-Fi. Can somebody just thumbs up like right now and let me know if you can actually see the video, or if I'm not, or if you're not able to connect to the chat at all, and I'll just restart the whole chat. Because if nobody says anything, I will not know. And I will just restart the whole chat. Okay, you can see and hear me. Desmond, welcome. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can change this around. I don't know what was going on. I couldn't see you all at all. But can you, hold on. Okay, it's not letting me. I had to pop out the chat. Okay, so maybe this is how I have to do it. Hey, Desmond, are you still in the room? Hey, Miss Ree. Hopefully this is cool now. But it had me to get out of the chat for me to be able to see. Can somebody let me know if you could? Okay, you good? I'm good, Desmond. Has it been good this whole time, though? Because I just couldn't see you all. Like, let me know if you can see what I type in. I just want to see that you're capable of seeing whatever I type in. Okay, we'll wait. It's just 12 o'clock. It's only 5 minutes in. Everybody's warming up. Or everybody's just watching watching me struggle with the chat. Nobody's going to tell me if they can see what I just typed in. Okay, we'll wait. Or I might have to start the whole chat over. Maybe there's something wrong with the connection. Okay, you can see. Thank you. That's all I needed to know. That's it. Okay, and you can hear me, you can see me, and you can see what I typed in. Okay, so it's just a few people in here. Welcome to whoever's come in. Thank you so much for coming. It is now 12 o'clock, 12:01 Central Savings Time. That's the time that I work off of. So if anybody ever I meant to, and that's something I should have clarified. When I do like my sessions, as far as my one-on-one sessions, I'm always going to tell you a time in Central Savings Time, or you let me know what zone you live in, where you live, and I'll let you know the time that I could set up appointments and stuff, just so I won't be late or too early. The Wi-Fi is acting up on my end. The Wi-Fi, okay. The Wi-Fi is acting up on my end. Is that what you're saying? You can't see me? It's stopping? What's going on? Since you're the main one and the only one talking to me, could you just let me know if the Wi-Fi is acting up? Because I will stop the chat and just restart it. That would be easier than not. Welcome to anyone who's just coming to the chat. Can somebody please, out of the 5? Okay, so somebody other than Desmond, so we can see if it's just his Wi-Fi acting up or if it's actually the connection, period. Okay. I know what I could do. Hold on. This has been the hardest it's been for me to see if you can actually, can somebody out of the 7 people that are in the room, please just let me know, YouTube, if you can see me clearly. I'm just going to go ahead and turn on my TV and see if that's it. If it's acting up, I will restart the whole chat. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's a major delay. Okay. Hey, Bonafide, thank you for coming in. Nobody is talking to me and telling me what was going on. Thank you for coming in, Bonafide. Now I know you would tell me the truth. Can you see me? Is it buffering? Can you hear me? Did you see what I typed above, or can you see what I'm about to type in now? Because there's something going on and I don't want to keep doing this chat. I could just start it over. Welcome, Empress. How are you? You see me good? Thank you so much for letting me know. Oh, the TV has a serious delay. Okay, that's all I was trying to find out was if everybody could hear, if everybody could see. Oh, thank you so much, Bonafide. Thank you. Yeah, and I started like at exactly excuse me, at exactly 11:55. I didn't come in early, so that's cool. I appreciate it. Okay, can see me good. No buffering or anything. Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't on my end because I'm looking at my television and I don't think it's on my end. So maybe Desmond, maybe it's on your end because I'm not working off of Wi-Fi. I'm plugged in. That's why I'm in here. Okay, good, 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 good. Welcome, 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 welcome to everybody that has been rocking with me these nights. I did get some great sleep last night. Um, I went to bed actually before like I don't know. Whenever I posted that I wasn't doing the chat last night, I was like half asleep when I was posting that. So I have been able to get some sleep some days, but it's not. I mean, I have to because I have to get up in the morning and work with my daughter on schoolwork. You know, they're not on spring break anymore. They were on spring break for a week during this whole little thing that's going on, but they're not on spring break. They've actually been back from that for like a few weeks now. Sanford and Son, good times. Okay. Um, did have another situation. Those that have been coming in late night chats or whatever. You know, of course we keep it positive, but we keep it real. Um, we talk about what's going on wherever we're at. We talk about dreadlocks. We could talk about nutrition, or we could talk about what's on our minds, what happens us up at this time of night. Because for some people, bona fide is like 1 o'clock your time. Some people are just night owls. Some people are insomniacs like myself, or have problems sleeping, or so like myself, or especially like during this time that we've all been under quarantine, a lot of people are just up and want to talk and don't really have anybody to talk about. Some people that's living by themselves or um whatever, and it's hard when you don't have somebody else in the house to bounce things off of or talk to or whatever. So and especially at this time of night. So that's why I started, kind of doing this. So hopefully it is helping people, but I do have some bad news. So that's why I was saying, even though we talk about positivity and everything, still we go through things, and life or death is a part of life. So, my family has really been hit hard. When I say hit hard, it's crazy. You up and full of energy. Did you have some did you have some maca powder, bona fide? That's just an old joke. Oh, I don't think anybody on here knows about the maca powder. I don't think nobody on here knows that's on here right now knows about the maca powder. You slept throughout the day? I didn't. I was up at 6 o'clock. Me and the dog, we were out by 9. Um, doing the routine, going to my daughter's school, picking up food, going through what it was, which today it was just mostly vegetables and stuff. That we were able to, well, yeah, didn't get too much fruit, just like vegetables and stuff, and just doing a regular routine. But I found out this morning once I came back home, Bonafide, you know about this. I think you were on when I was talking about it before. Yeah, in March I lost a close friend that I went to high school with, had been knowing since about 82. I want to say 1982. Yeah, 1982 I've been knowing him. Then right behind that, my cousin passed about a week later. Then my nephews, their grandmother, her funeral was today. Um, she was what, 65, I believe, and she had the COVID-19 whatever situation going on. Totally healthy, none of the problems that they had been talking about as far as diabetes, high blood pressure, a lot of the stuff that they're saying. The reason why most black people catch it is because of their immune systems and because of these different ailments or whatever. She didn't have none of that. None of that. But her funeral was today. Then I find out, like I said, when I came home, I talk about my aunt. Bonafide, you've been around for a while, so you've heard me talk about her. My aunt that lives downstairs, my great aunt. She was the matriarch of the family and had just turned 96, but I wasn't able to go see her because of, this 6-foot distancing thing or whatever. And I just didn't want my family acting funny, like if I wanted to come down there or whatever, I don't know. It was just a feeling I was having, a vibe I was having, so I didn't go see her for her birthday. But she did pass in her sleep last night. She suffered a mild stroke a couple weeks ago. Went into the hospital for I want to say a couple days. And as she got out, when she came home, she was doing okay. And things just started declining from there. And I was told by the person who takes care of her, one of the nurses that comes over and takes care of her, when I saw her when I was coming in about a week ago. So I kind of knew what was about to happen, but I just didn't know exactly when. I know Bonafide. It seems like every time we talk now, it's like no maca powder just sounds. Oh, I see you. I caught it. Hey, Lux. Yeah, it's been for our family. It's been and for myself. Period. It's been it's been March and April. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been really rough. But it's not just about me. What's going on with you all? Is anybody in here from Georgia? Is anybody in here living in Georgia? I just want to know. My best friend lives down there, and he says he's not leaving the house. But I just want to know if anybody in here lives in Georgia, and if so, did what was it like? What was the vibe? What was going on? I mean, were people like really, really, really going to like all these places that were opening up? That opened up on Friday, and I think the restaurants opened up today, I want to say. Am I correct on that? Or does anybody know anything about that? I know everybody knows that Georgia did open up, and now um, the news, all they were talking about was sports, contact sports, in which I'm sure the players probably won't be wearing masks. Yes, I could believe it, Bonafide. Yes, I could believe it. Yes, I'm gonna tell you, in the very, very, very beginning, yes, I did too. I didn't think it was a hoax. I just was like, okay, it'll blow over, just like all the rest of these different things that you know that came out since 1999. All the different things that every year something was supposed to take us all out, and finally, nobody I know, and not even my 96-year-old aunt. I'm sure, would say that she's ever seen anything like this before in her life. And I mean, she's someone who marched with Martin Luther King, who grew up as an orphan, somebody who they sanctioned out things too, like you couldn't buy sugar but a certain amount maybe per month or so. And I think back then she said it was like a nickel or whatever. Um Yeah, she introduced me to the whole world of like Farrakhan at the age of 10. I mean, she just opened my mind up for me to be free to just like listen and learn, from any and everybody, from a child to, back, I would say, when I first moved around here, in the building with, it's a lot of family in my building. One of the good things where we used to talk about everything. We used to talk. So I have some good videos, and to show you how she had me hooked into Farrakhan. I have VHS tapes, not CDs or anything. I have old school VHS tapes. That's what she used to show me. I used to listen to them first on regular tapes. Then she gave me a bunch of VHS tapes since I moved here, which has been going on probably about 11 years. But yeah, so oh, yeah. It's not over, Desmond. It's not over. We're all tired, but it's not over. And anybody, please, by all means, speak about what's going on in your life. If there's anything you want to talk about, or if there's anything that you would like to get off your chest, please, by all means. You know what? I would tell you exactly what you could kiss, seriously. But how about that? Bonafide here. Okay. Bonafide, it might not show up now, but the next time you type in something, the rent should show up. We are gonna have trolls that come in. That's what happens sometimes in the midnight hour when there's creeps coming in after drinking or doing whatever it is that they do, which I don't have a problem with people drinking as long as you're mindful and respectful. One thing I do not tolerate is ignorance, period, point blank. Again, this is not the ordinary Sunday chat. And as I have told you all before, this is not a joke. Everybody that comes in here knows, especially at this time of night, I'm like, it's not always Angelo BK that you're dealing with. A lot of times Angelo comes out and will shut it down. But I know I don't have problems with people in my that come here regularly. I'm not talking about you all. I'm talking about the trolls that come in here saying ignorant and rude stuff. I'm sure some of you all saw what, which I'm sure is not their name, Jesus, tomato, to whatever had to say, but I just don't have the energy or the time for that. Like I said, I've been going through enough today. I don't have time to really play around with what you call. Okay, thank you, Bonafide. Thank you. And I since I stopped doing the Sunday chat, I totally took away just all wrenches because I wasn't even planning on doing, I wasn't planning on doing this. I wasn't planning on being online after midnight. I still, now that my daughter's back in school, I still have to get up at 6 o'clock and make smoothies, make detox drinks, work on breakfast or whatever. And then me and Lucky, we do, where do you go? We do our runs and come back home and get started on homework. And before you know it, it's like nighttime. Where are you located, Locks? No school is open, but I go up to the school and pick up lunches, and out of the lunches, okay, you okay, so it's 117 for you too. My nephew is down. He's in New York right now. Where did he just text me? Where is he at? Hold on. Oh, he's at a dinner. He's in Syracuse, New York. Syracuse, he's visiting somebody. Go figure. I hope he's not on the chat because he'll kill me. But I doubt if he is. No, school, I just go up there and they have lunches for the children. They have breakfast and lunches. And since we don't drink milk or whatever, I usually would give it out to like people who need stuff and can't get out. I'll give it to like my friends or family or whatever. I give them the stuff that we don't use, which is mostly everything. And I just basically take out the vegetables and the fruits because God, for a minute, they were just like, I had so many apples and carrots and oranges. I wound up having to juice them all so that I wouldn't lose them. I mean, lose them as far as the nutritional value and stuff because they were almost getting to the point where I had to throw them away. So I went ahead and just, instead of doing it in my NutriBullet, I just went ahead and just was juicing everything, just putting just juicing. Yeah, she did. I was 10 years old. I was 10. I'll never forget it. She taught me so much. So much. You know what? Oh, but you're not on Facebook. I was about to say I just posted two of his videos on my Facebook page now, Bonafide. What I'll do is I'll just send it to you. I'll send it to you and I'll see if I can send it to you in a text. I'll try to send it to you in a text, Bonafide. No, schools have been closed, Locked, since the same, probably like the same as it has been all over New York and California. When since March sometime. Yeah, but I mean they're still doing schoolwork, 100%. What about everywhere else? I mean, people are still doing schoolwork, right? Because they definitely, I mean, it's not spring break. They did give them a week of spring break, but they're still doing like a lot of work. And I guess it's not really a lot of work. It seems like a lot of work to me because I'm actually here while she's doing probably the work that she would be doing in school and then the homework as well. So it seems like, enough work. I felt sorry for the people who don't like well, they have been giving out computers. Are they doing it? I'm sure they're doing it in New York. Um, the computers and stuff, making sure that everybody has computers and can get set up to Wi-Fi for free and everything, for those that don't have computers and stuff. Are they doing that? Hey, Karen. Thank you for coming in. I'm surprised you're still up. Bonafide said, I was just about to say that's absolutely wonderful. Yeah. Okay, I read that part already. I'm sorry. Oh, that's what I didn't see. Okay, you said that. Did I tell you that? Okay, you did the Million Man March. That was a powerful thing. Very powerful. The Million Man March. Y'all excuse my whole little attire. Y'all know it's bedtime. It's after midnight. It's after 1:30 for some of you all. So hey. And I'll wipe this eyeshadow off when we get off offline. This is what I do to relax my mind sometimes. Hey Karen, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for supporting me. I already told you everything that everything that went down in the past month. I told you about everybody. Uh mm. Is your name Desmond Presley on Facebook as well? You can friend me on Facebook, Desmond, if you want me to see your hair. You can friend me on there. Yeah, friend me on Facebook. My information is in all my videos is in the description box. All you gotta do is, I guess you just click on the link or copy the link and paste it. If you can't click straight on it, you should be able to click straight on it though. Yeah, but you know what? She did most of her schoolwork. It's funny because when she first went to the school, I would say in third grade, I brought like 10 packs of paper, a whole bunch of spiral notebooks, a whole bunch of folders, and a whole bunch of stuff. And guess what? I still have all the paper. The only thing that I buy continuously every year is pencils. Everything is done on the computer. Everything. Her homework at home. I mean, I haven't seen her have to. She's in 7th grade. I haven't seen her have to write a paper. Remember back in the days, Karen, I'm sure you can feel me on this. Remember back in the days when we used to have to write papers, like actual papers, reports and stuff, and it had to be like 3 pages long. I would sit back and I would write super big. And use clip notes if it was about a story or something. Use clip notes, all that, honey. And thought I was really fooling somebody. My teachers was like, "You gonna put mediocre work out here? We're gonna give you a mediocre grade." I'm from the old school, bona fide Karen. I know y'all understand. I mean, it should be like that now. I'm not knocking anybody that's younger than us, but it's just that I'm about to hit the 50s club and I'm happy. I'm praying I hit the 50s club. God, the way everybody been disappearing on me, man. Disappearing. School. Oh, you talking about, okay. Did you no, I don't video chat on were you talking about on Messenger, Desmond? I do Messenger on whatchamacallit. I usually do like Desmond, you've been here a few times, so you know that I do like hair consultations and I talk about, whatever somebody wants to talk about. I usually do it on Skype or I do it on Messenger as well. But if that's not something that somebody's looking at and you just looking to say hey or whatever, yeah, I would say something to you. Trust and believe that. You've been coming faithfully since I've been doing this nighttime thing, and I appreciate you being here. I'm good, Locks. Thank you so much for asking. Yes, Karen, it is a beautiful night. It is. It is. Through it all. Through it all. You know what I mean? I'm glad to be here with you all. I don't care if it was just 3 of us, 4 of us. I just want to make sure you all could see me and could hear me, and I could see what y'all was saying because I couldn't see anything. And I was like, dang, y'all gonna play me like that? Y'all not gonna let me y'all not gonna let me know if y'all could see me. But yeah, Bonafide came in. I know he was gonna keep me in check. He'll let me know if I'm looking light bright or just right. Which I think I'm kind of bright right now. No, but looking on my TV, but it might be my TV. My TV is delayed and it look like it's old. The color on it is not looking cute. It looks so much better in the computer. I hope it looks like this from the way y'all viewing it. Cause from the way I'm viewing it, I'm like, I'm not going back in the other room though. I'll tell you that. First of all, because I have the I'm not using the Wi-Fi. I'm connected directly to the Ethernet cord, so we won't get cut off. That's why I was wondering why we have problems. Oh, thank you, Bonafide. You are so sweet. Karen, and you honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You calling me or texting me or whatever, letting me know that you thinking about me every morning. And I don't think you was even I don't even think I don't know, you might have been on here. I'm not sure. But I had mentioned that, and I'm sure Bonafides you remember, and Desmond. I was like, man, I just wish I just had somebody, anybody other than just my daughter and my dog, that I knew for sure was just like thinking about me on a daily basis and letting me know, oh, I'm just thinking about you. I was just saying that the other day, and then me and Karen, she didn't realize it, but we've been knowing each other for a very long time. I mean, my daughter was already born, but I had already been out to Saugatuck, so we were trying to get that together earlier. I think she was about 3, 4, maybe 5 at the most. So we've been knowing each other for at least probably about 10 years. Because I was talking about coming back. I was coming to Grand Rapids to visit. But we'll talk about that later. Okay, Desmond. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're okay. How much weight have you lost? And what have you been doing to lose the weight? Because we do like talking about nutrition here too. And hopefully I just had my smoothie, so hopefully everybody has a nice jug of water or whatever it is that you choose to have before you go to bed. But my choice is to make sure I keep my body cleansed and keep adding nutrients to it. And that's what's really been helping me. Because I've been on this. You lost 10 pounds? Okay, how long did it take? And what all are you doing? Make sure you drink plenty, plenty, plenty of water. Yeah, he said he's on his way down to 175. 175 Bonafide. I would be in New Jersey. I would be on the shore with some high heels on. And you probably wouldn't be able to come back to the channel and tell anybody that was me. Because I would definitely have on something scandalous. Trust and believe. That is my goal. That is my goal. Let me get there and skin is not sagging, which I'm gonna be back to working out with my weight soon. But let me get back to 175 at 50. I'm 5'8" point something, but definitely 5'8". So and I have long legs, so it's like let me get to 175. I got a little ways to go, but let me get to 175, honey. Oh, like within a week. Okay. That's what I'm talking about, Desmond. That's what I'm talking about. Definitely drinking a lot of water, eating fruits, vegetables, and your goal is to get down to 155. You'll do it. And you're younger too, Desmond. Your metabolism may be, much better than someone more mature. Not necessarily, because some people have very high metabolisms anyway, and then some people have lower metabolisms. But I'm just gonna say that I have to work a little harder. Oh, thank you, Bonafide. Thank you. You know what? I think that like with my aunt, with her being 96, and with me having all the memories and stuff, like actual video memories and stuff of us sitting on the back porch and her giving me information about her life and all the stuff that I've been through with her, and with her, again, with her being 96, I'm kind of at peace with her passing. But it's the fact that, you know, my girlfriend from high school came out the same year I came out. She passed away. So many of my friends passed away before the age of 40, before we all had turned 40. Um, so my cousin passed away in March. That was mm, towards the middle of March, and she was just in her 50s. You know what I'm saying? She had a heart attack. And then I had a friend that had been on kidney list that I've been knowing for over 30 something years. That was at the beginning of March. And I didn't find out, surprisingly enough, as much as I try to be on Facebook, I hadn't heard about it. It broke my heart because we had always talked about going dancing. We was going to go, we call it house it up. We was going to go listen to some serious house music and just like jack our bodies for real. And it never happened. But every year we would see each other at this barbecue this guy used to give for his birthday, and we always said we was gonna do it. And then when I found out that he passed, they couldn't find a kidney for him or whatever. And he had been on dialysis forever, and just his body just gave out. I guess he had been sick for a while, so I'm kind of at a little bit at peace with him because I know I don't know firsthand what dialysis is like, but I know a lot of people who have been on dialysis, and I know it's no cakewalk, even with talking with him. So, you know, I don't know. I don't think I could take one more person. They're like death coming in threes. Well, it's been more than three, and not to mention like one of my close girlfriends from high school. Just now going back to work after being off work probably for close to a month from having the virus. And that's what makes a lot of this stuff real for me, is that I have family members that's working with these people that are right there, and I mean for real, geared up, working in hospitals and working in well, my sister works in the prison system. But that's what makes me know that it's real, because at first I was in doubt. I was like, oh, it's gonna be over soon. Oh, the kids will be back in school, or this is gonna happen. And then when I heard California schools was closed down, I was like, well, maybe they doing too much. You know what I'm saying? But what I feel like with our mayor, I feel like Mayor Lightfoot is just like trying to ease it on us, give it to us, slowly. She don't think we can handle it all. You know what I'm saying? Until they start acting a fool here. And if anybody's seen, used to be 210 pounds. I'm sorry, Desmond. You doing great. You batting 1,000. Keep doing everything that you're doing. And I didn't mean to get like totally off topic, but I want to recognize that you have lost a substantial amount of weight. That's fantastic. And staying healthy is definitely key to longevity. Really bona fide. Okay, Desmond is the last time he weighed in was at 185. That's cool. Bona fide, I'm so sorry. My condolences out to you, definitely. And to the friend whose sister passed away. Yeah, how old was the person? Because remember at first they were trying to say it was like a certain age. It was like the older people were dying, and that's not happening. It's children being born, and they're talking about they have the COVID virus, the COVID-19 virus. So that's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, how can I put it? I like doing these chats like late at night, and Bonafide, maybe you can speak as well, because you have been like a person who's been rocking with me on the Sunday chats for a long time. How do you feel as far as like, how different. It's a little different doing the chats at night as opposed to doing the chats during the day. During the day on Sundays, I had it just like, okay, we're going to talk about positive vibes. It's always going to be about positive vibes and respect, no doubt. But I would never talk about politics. I would never talk about anything that was like controversial, racial, or anything otherwise. I never would put that on my platform because I wanted it to just be a place where people can come and be free and talk and just, just leave with a positive vibe, because we can watch the news all day long and figure out, what's happening all over the world. But then I thought about it. I was like, well, if I do it at night, it's going to be a lot of people up at night that can't go to sleep, that don't have a job to go to tomorrow. I mean, in the morning. Well, now it's morning. Don't have a job to go to and going through things. So I wanted to just make it so that people could be free to say what they want to say within, being respectful to the chat. And I don't know, I kind of like the flow of the nighttime thing a little bit better. I mean, we did discuss a lot more, to me, nutrition during Sundays, but I guess right now, yeah, I think we all know that nutrition is like important to keep your immune system up. So we don't really talk about a lot of nutrition at night, although we can. But I don't know. How do you feel compared to the Sunday chats and the Saturday night chats? I mean, the daily night chats, or as daily as I can make it when I don't go to sleep. I'm not saying every day I'm gonna do a night chat. I was doing it for a second and I was just tired. Tired and had about 50 extra cents in my pocket. Okay, you didn't know your friend's sister. She was in her early 40s. See, I'm being honest. That is like the reason why I really, 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 really took charge of my life too. Um, because I have a child that's 13, and nobody's gonna take care of her the way that I do. And I was just like, okay, all these medications and stuff that they don't put me on, I allowed myself to be on. I'm about to take myself off of it, wean myself off of it, and find a more holistic, natural way of dealing with anxiety, panic attacks, all that type of stuff. I'm like, 15 years I was going to the same hospital, and I was still super sick. Matter of fact, I felt like I was getting sick about a year. It was up and down, up and down, up and down. As soon as I met the doctor that I have now, and I know you might be tired of hearing me say it on the file, but honestly, it's just like I give thanks for her. The lady is twice retired. She's 80 years old. She's an Asian woman, and she does not believe in medicine. And she totally believes in, just you already possess what you have. You can make it through whatever. And the little anxiety is okay. And I've learned probably way more with my new therapist and my new psychiatrist in this past year than I have since I was going to the hospital. I was going to sometimes twice a week, sometimes more. You like it? Okay. I like the open chat format too. I think that I still want to incorporate freeform live stream chat. I still want to do freeform chats, but I still want people to not just ask me questions. Like if they want to do one-on-ones, that's fine. But I also would like for people to check out. I've been doing videos forever. I have so many chats, I mean so many videos, period, about dreadlocks. It's just like, what haven't I talked about, Bonafide? What haven't I said 50 times? I say the same thing all the time. Okay, Karen, you said I think your brother that passed might have had the virus with a lot of other things. Yeah. And it's no telling how long this has really been out. And see, now on a Sunday, Bonafide, we probably wouldn't even be talking about this. I'd be like, no, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about flowers and what did you eat today? And what type of nutrients did you put in your body today? And it's not that I don't care about that. It's just that I want everybody to be able to, at this time of night, um, talk about whatever. Free your mind. That's what I want you to do. Free your mind. Thank you, Locks. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you, Bonafide. You always, you know what? If we was like in the same city, we would be partners, business partners for real. Because you be on some stuff. You be telling me about stuff that I need to do, and you know I'm a procrastinator. So bear with me. I still had the same couple T-shirts and mugs out, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. That's been my number one problem. That's why I'm sitting up here with glasses on right now and can't go see an eye doctor because what? Because I was supposed to go in January before all this happened, and now here I am sitting up here, take my glasses off, and it looked like ants crawling across my screen. And that's sad, but I should have took care of my business. Yeah. I hope everything goes well for you, Karen, as far as the selling of the house and you don't have any problems with any family members. It's so crazy. I mean, while we're on the subject of, you know, I was on the subject of people passing away or whatever. So funny how family members can start acting. I mean, your own siblings, your man, people, period, cousins start coming out the woodworks. Everybody want but they ain't even been around to see the people. They ain't help change a person. They ain't help the person while they was going through cancer. They didn't even come visit the person when they was sick or whatever. And then as soon as they died, oh my God, was I on a wheel? You know, and it's like, really? Hey Deanna, welcome. Okay. Just to let you know, this is, this is an open chat. It's not like my Sunday chats, where we mostly talk about dreadlocks and um nutrition and stuff like that. But I will answer your questions about dreadlocks because it is an open chat. So you're free to talk about whatever you want to talk about in here. But if you have like major questions and you need one-on-one attention with me, I do have those services as well. So you say I have cultivated locks, you're 6 months in and want to freeform. You don't have to cut your hair to freeform. Freeform means you just allow your hair to do what it does. Yes, you can start from right there. You can start right now. Just do not do any twisting to your hair, any type of twisting. Yeah, I have so many. I'm gonna be honest, Deanna. I have a lot of videos on my channel about um and when you say semi, see, I don't get off into like a lot of the terminologies. You're dread, you're a lot. I mean, if you say your hair is locks, it's locks. People, I say dreads, people have a problem with that. But if they knew the meaning behind dreadlocks, then they would understand why I choose to use the word dreadlocks. But I don't get off into like the different, like if you pop your hair, then you semi free form. If you don't want all your hair connected and turning into one gigantic braid, if you don't pop them, they will marry each other if you don't pop every blue moon or whatever, which maybe once a year, once every 2-3 years or whatever. And I'm talking about for my mature people. Next thing you know, you will have one great big lock. I was not popping for a while, and I allowed some big thick locks that I had in the back combined, and y'all can see that. But I would say definitely starting out is best. And I appreciate you being open about that. You can separate. I mean, if you don't want them marrying, if you have them at a size that you want them to be at, and you like it, or if you want them to grow, I mean, like straight up freeform, like you can see over here, this is thinner than this, and that's how I like my hair. I like for my hair to just totally do what it do. I don't care. I don't want to see no parts. I don't want to see. I mean, the only part I see is the parting of this silver masterpiece. That's all I see a part. That's it. That's what looks like a part to me. If y'all see any parts of my hair, that's where it's really gonna be. But yeah, if you don't mind, if you're not the type of person that's gonna be scared of frizz, scared of what people say, scared of whatever. If you totally into, your confidence level is through the roof, and you really don't care what people say, do it. Do it. Just straight up. I'm be honest, I'm not the type of person who talks about product usage. Yes, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I can still do what do you call it, chemically treated hair and stuff like that. I think that using products on natural hair, if you don't have like any color in your hair or anything like that, if you just have natural hair, you have dreadlocks, and you haven't colored them or done anything like that, that you could do water rinse only. That's what has worked for me. I didn't start off like that, but as I evolved, I did go into water rinse only, which I have videos on. So I appreciate you coming into the channel. Hopefully after since you've seen a few videos or so, hopefully you will subscribe, and then you'll see when all the chats, or if you're not already, you may already be subscribed. But, just try to come into the chats too. I will have some that are probably going to be designated just to that, but I can do one-on-one consultations with you as well. And don't wash your hair every day. Depending on your workload or whatever. And I don't think a lot of people are just like out here in the elements or whatever. So and you can't go to the gym unless you're working out strong at home. Once every 2 weeks is good, but you would know your hair better than I do because I can't see you. So some people's hair may build up sebum faster or have an excessive amount of sebum. So a lot of that, that's some of the stuff that I talk about in my one-on-ones with people. So feel free. I have information in my description box. You could just email me. And if you want to talk and have just a one-on-one conversation, let me know. And I do it, just with a love donation. That's it, Okay, Bonafide, you said your main plan for later on in the morning is the water cleanse. Yeah, water cleanse your locks. Yes, and let them air dry throughout the day. That's another thing. Make sure you all, that's the thing. A lot of people are saying to me, like, if they see me in the streets or whatever, man, I can't wait till I get that length. Or I wish my hair was that thick, or blah, blah, blah. Well, my hair has always been super thick. And guess what? The hard part is, yeah, I used to have to sit on the dryer for a long time when I had chemically treated hair. It took forever for my hair to dry. Same thing, even though I'm water rinse only, if I use products, it would take even longer for my hair to dry. But because I'm water rinse only, I'm only using water in my hair. My hair is touching my knees. Normally, if we had a day where we had some vitamin D shining down on us, some sunlight, like some serious sunlight for a long period of time, it'd take a few hours for my hair to dry. But because it's wintertime still here in Chicago, I will use a diffuser and I'll go in and dry it. Or if I feel like sitting underneath my dryer, I make sure that at least my roots are dry. And before night is over, I want it's easier to dry the ends because my roots are all of this up in here is much thicker. A lot of my hair down here has been a product of combining. As you can see, these were once 2 locks, and also some breakage from my dog laying on my hair, or me slamming my hair in the car door, or I'm pointing to the door because I have 2 doors right here, slamming my hair in the doors in my house. So a lot of people are like, I wish I had. Yeah, it's a lot. You gotta maneuver. You gotta maneuver. I like my hair at every level, every stage of it. No problem. Thank you for coming, Deanna. Bonafide, you gotta let me know what you're cooking tomorrow. What's on the menu? Definitely. Thank you so much, Empress Deanna. Self-love is everything. If that's the way you've been feeling, I would go that route. I wouldn't think about what nobody else has to say. It's your crown. It's your head. If a man doesn't like it, so be it. If your children don't like it, I'm sorry for you. That's how I would feel. My daughter, she accepts me just the way I am. She's cool with it. But of course, she came into this world and I had them. So she hasn't seen me except on pictures with anything else. Okay, Desmond said, I'm freeforming soon in May. Next month is almost here. What's today? The 28th now? It's 28th? Sure, May is this week, right? It's May 1st this week? I think so. I got a bill due. I'm gonna have to call them. No, why would you? Oh, you said this time you're not gonna call. You're not gonna rush it. No, it's not a rush. It's not a rush thing. If you want microwave dreads, it's not gonna happen unless you get fake hair put in your hair. And I'm be 100% honest. This is what I feel. I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, if you have the capability of growing hair, be patient. Let it grow. Let it cultivate. Let it do what it's gonna do. I've seen so many men with fake dreads more than I have women. Okay, email me, Deanna. That sounds good. We can set up a time. I know that you. Wait a minute. It's your East. Wait a minute. What time zone are you in? Because I'm in Central. I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Chicago. Avocado. I haven't had one in a minute. Yeah, email me. Just let me know what time zone you're in and what day will work for you or whatever. And we can Skype or we could do it on Messenger. I just got back into Skype. I had said I wasn't going to put it back on my computer, but I see it's changed and I like it. I'm not going back to the grocery store for a minute. I have racked up Bonafide. I have my cucumbers. I have my fruit. Now I might go back and get some more blackberries. I have my fruit. I have most of the stuff that I need right now. Everything I need for my detox, everything I need for my smoothies. I have bundles of ginger. I try not to buy a lot, but I use it a lot. Like I may have 3 drinks a day that has about about 1 inch to 2 inches of ginger in it. That's another thing. Yes, if anybody, I've lost in the past. I started last year, and it wasn't about weight loss. I was just trying to get my health together because of all this medication I was on, again for anxiety and depression and stuff. I did get off the medication. I got off all the medications. The main medication that was making me gain weight was the depression medication, and it was depression and anxiety are brother and sister. They're fraternal twins. They run neck and neck from what I've been told over the years. And I mean, I suffered from depression forever, so I can't tell you what made me think that it was okay to take this one medication that I knew was making me blow up. I had gained probably well over 80 pounds. I mean, even though my weight has fluctuated, throughout the years of even taking medication, it was like when the things got real bad and I was on a high dosage, I gained a lot of weight. And if you look back at some of my older videos, you'll see it in my face, or you'll see when my face was smaller, like smaller than what it is now. And you'll see like when it was like super poofy, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't care. I just wanted to be able to take care of my child, So I would take the medication that later made me have like a high triglyceride level, which is your bad cholesterol, as well as made me gain a substantial amount of weight. So I've lost over 90 pounds. In May will probably make a year. And so that's why I try to tell people, everybody's like, are you vegan? Is that how you lost weight? Vegan has nothing to do with it, because I know some vegans that are fat. Vegans can drink beer, can eat potatoes and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff I got rid of a long time ago, a very long time ago. So it's not being vegan that helped me lose weight. What was it, Bonafide? It was adding that stuff that I didn't have, which was the G-bombs. And I talk about that on my channel as well. I have like separate spots where you all can go to if you just want to hear about dreads and you don't want to see nothing else. I have a spot that is about my story times, a spot that's about nutrition, and kind of like, through the nutrition came the weight loss, adding more stuff to my diet, fiber. Fiber. Yeah, fortunately, my grocery store around my house has everything that I need. It's like three good grocery stores combined into one. Normally, I would have to go to multiple grocery stores, but I'm quite satisfied with the fact that they do have gloves at the front door or whatever for those who don't have it, because instead of, if you don't have sanitizer or whatever to wipe the handle of the cart down. I've always been funny about that. If you don't have that, they have it for you. I mean, they have the gloves and all that available for you, and they normally have everything that I want. So, and you don't have to wait outside. I know in certain places they only allow, it's a big store. So, I mean, to just say 10 people could come in at a time, they would lose a lot of money. And it's so funny because it's a Walgreens right across from it that I used to go to all the time. And then I left yesterday and thought I was going to go to Walgreens just to see what they had. I'm out. Let me see. What, I don't need to be spending money, but let me see. And I saw that line outside and I was like, are you serious? Wait in line to go inside Walgreens? Oh, I think not. Save me a few dollars. I think not. Okay, you're from Mississippi. You're 25. Oh, Mrs. Wow. I like being the age that I am, but I remember 25. Oh my, that's when I first like really, really, really went vegan. At around 25. And I also first time I caught pneumonia. First time what else happened? Had pneumonia at 20 and found out I had PCOS. I kind of have hippie ways too, in a way, kind of bohemian style, kind of like I was saying the other day, kind of more on a trendsetter type deal. Like I'm not really a flower child, definitely not. I'm just somebody I just do it my way. I just do it my way. Yeah, my triglyceride level. Thank you for bringing that up, Bonafide. A normal triglyceride level is like 150. Um, Even after doing the right things, which I thought and thinking I was going back to get good lab results or whatever, I got a letter in the mail saying I need to come back up there. Because at first a doctor delivered my if you don't know what your triglycerides are, you need to find out. I found out that it was up to 500 and something, and that was like stroke, heart attack level, especially for someone my age. You know what I'm saying? Definitely stroke, heart attack level. So I'm thinking I'm doing all the right things and everything. And next thing I know, right after my birthday, July 8th, I found out that they had went up to 722. 722. Yeah, it was definitely lethal. And yeah, Bonafide, thanks for not letting me make light of it. It really wasn't a light subject, but I kind of sometimes tend to forget like how serious it really was, especially since I've come up out of it, but I still need to, keep in the back of my mind that it's very serious. Okay, you're gonna start canning. I cannot stand green beans. Just don't make none when I come through. Because I'll be sitting down like I was as a kid, plate in front of me, my mama telling me you can't get up from the table until your green beans is gone. And eat the rest of that cornbread that soak some of the green juice up, and I'll be just like disgusted. mm. Thank you, Bonafide. It's true. It's true, because just for anybody that's new to my channel or so, again, welcome. But my triglycerides were so high, and for me to be able to knock it down, because they prescribed medication for me to knock it down, and I was just like, no, no, no. In my mind, I was just like, I asked somebody else who's on here normally, Empress Sahar, should I take it? Do you think I should take it? I really want to go a holistic route. I just knocked out all the panic attack and depression medication. Do I really want to get on something, for my triglycerides, when I know that it has to be food. It has to be food. I have to think of food as medicine, and it has to be food that can solve my problems, and not everything is in pill form, in which I wanted it to be, because that's what I was accustomed to. That instant gratification with a pill, that instant little band-aid, but in 4 months, exactly 4 months later, I had knocked down my triglycerides to like 130 something, I want to say, or 131. I don't even know where the paper is, but I did do a video about it. So if anybody is interested in that, I did do a video about it. Just go to my channel and look up weight loss. I don't know if I put it with my weight loss or if I did it under depression, anxiety. It's on there though. The news will never carry. Right. Because all I did was G bombs, and G bombs is uh I was introduced to it by Bonafide first, and then another lady, my sister Empress Sahara, that's usually here, or definitely usually on the Sunday chats I used to do. She's a holistic health coach, and she worked with Dr. Furman side by side. And when I saw an old picture of her and heard about some of her issues or whatever that she had, it was just like she's a brand new person inside out, and all it takes is proper eating. And again, I don't look at food anymore the way that I used to, as far as I've always been a finicky eater and a funny eater. Hadn't eaten beef or anything for over 32 years. Well, since I was 18, going up 32 years. Pasta, rice, all that stuff, all the things that people think make you fat, I was not eating. But I needed more fiber. I needed to eat according to what ailed me, So that's why I tell people everybody's different. I could tell you about my story, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a holistic health coach yet. That is something I plan on doing in my 50s. Is helping other people. But all I could do is tell my journey and what I did. I would never tell anybody to get off their medication. I would never tell anybody to just stop cold turkey. I stopped cold turkey before on some of my meds, and I was in the hospital. Could have had a seizure, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back to the what you call it. I was just having a moment with you, Bonafide, thinking about everything. Yeah, Florida. Florida is, oh my God. I think the first person I saw with dreadlocks down to his feet was when I was in Miami. That's the first time I saw somebody with dreadlocks down to their feet. And not just with dreadlocks down to his feet, but playing soccer. He didn't have it like piled up in like a book bag, like I forgot which Marley boy does it. One of Bob Marley's children does it. He plays soccer, but he keeps his hair in a book bag on his back, which makes sense. I might start doing that too, just so my hair just, I don't know, I can cover it and then drop the rest in a book bag. Cover the top and drop the rest in a book bag. Cause I'm tired of hitting doors and and slamming the car doors on my hair. But Florida definitely is big, especially, with big condos, wicks, vibe is definitely all good. Yeah, it wasn't a big thing in Chicago either. Karen, what you laughing at? The green beans? Child, we'll fight if you put some green beans on my plate. And again, I'm still finicky. I don't want none of my food touching. Put my salad in a separate bowl. Don't put all my stuff on one plate. I don't see how people do that. I just don't. Okay. Do what works for you. Whatever works for you, Deanna. Um, how can I put it? Being vegan because you want to just like get healthy and not consume animal is extremely good. I can never say anything bad about being vegan and eating healthy. Definitely not. But if you're just doing it for weight loss or anything like that, or I mean, it's not something that's it was easy for me to say. I mean, like at 18, it was easy for me to say, I don't ever want to eat beef or pork again. And I didn't. I just didn't. It's easy for me to stop and do. It's easy for me to start up a bad habit, and it's easy for me to get rid of a bad habit, And I just basically in my 20s, I wanted to be healthy, but the food was different. I didn't know how to cook. So I didn't know how to make vegan food. And back then, everybody was eating tofu and all that type of stuff. And I went to a restaurant one day on a date, and I was just like, you know how you kind of like push your food around on the plate? You like, I just don't want to waste this person's money, but the food is nasty. Now, learning how to cook plant-based myself, or I mean, to eat raw, because it's, you can eat raw, totally raw, or you can combine them both, cook food as well as cook vegetables as well as raw vegetables, which I like both. And you know what? Guess what? Embrace the eye looks that you get, Deanna. Definitely send me an email. I would love to do a one-on-one with you. Um, People fear what they don't understand, and they fear anything that's against what the norm is. Like, you don't see a lot of ladies on TV looking like me. Not on TV, let's say commercials. They're getting better with television. But a lot of freeformers, period, maybe dreadlocks, maybe faux dreadlocks, fake dreadlocks or whatever. But yeah, I don't see that too many people that look like me on TV. And guess what? I'm very cool with that. I'm very cool with being totally different and being myself and being unique and being comfortable in it and standing on that. Yes. And I messed up on the bona fide. Remember I think you were here. Health is true wealth. The one person that explained it better than anybody I've ever heard say it was one of the richest men out here. Remember, I was saying it was Bill Gates. It was Steve Jobs that passed away. I'm sorry, Apple. I was getting it mixed up with Microsoft. Bill Gates is still living, of course. Steve Jobs, he broke it down. He broke it 1,000% down. And if anybody get a chance, Bonafide, we already talked about it. Try to find that article. All you gotta do is type in his name and like one of his last interviews or articles. It was so touching. I think I have it on I want to say I have it on my Facebook page, and if I do, I'll share it. I'll copy and share it in the what do you call it? My community post. Okay, Bonafide said, Bonafide said a while ago I heard a naturopath from Africa say that our natural food, the food that the creator intended for humans, is greens. I've been thinking about that ever since. Yeah. I make sure that, I mean, when people talk about some of the smoothies and stuff that they make, you know, sometimes when I don't hear like a vegetable being put in, like, as your base, like down at the first thing you put in is being like either kale or spinach or, some other type of greens. I think that you definitely have to have greens in your body, and definitely, eating from the earth, eating from the earth. Even though and then we talked about this before, a lot of people are like, oh, well, and my aunt, like I said, my aunt lives to be 96, and she wasn't on no, I don't eat this, I don't eat that, I don't eat whatever. And even though she was an orphan, they all were orphans. My grandmother it was called the Buckner Six. They lived a long life, all of them. Even my grandmother, I believe if she wouldn't have been put in a nursing home, that her life would have been extended. It's just that we didn't have the proper care for her. And honestly, I'm so glad that my aunt was able to live comfortably, very comfortably in her own place, I'm sorry, I just got back on that subject. I just thought about it though. When we started talking about, dang, I don't know why greens took me there. Well, who are vegans too, Deanna? Well, who are vegans? Yeah, I look at food as medicine, definitely as well. But who are you asking me? I don't know who you're asking me about. No, that's what I'm saying. My aunt was eating any and everything she wanted. No, she lived to be 96. She ate everything that she wanted, but also you have to remember, like back in the day, with her being the age that she made it to, food was different. It wasn't all. It wasn't. People were growing their own food, no matter where you lived. A lot of people were growing their own food. Food was not being genetically modified. Um, wasn't a lot of pesticides and stuff being used. Food was just different. People, cat. I was about to say cats. Well, cats too. If you eat Chinese food, so they say. Um, Stuff like chicken and stuff wasn't being shot up, so they can hurry up and get the chickens out, or get the big chickens so they can sell it for more, or you know, we got big wings and all that type of stuff. Everybody want everything big and stuff. So food was totally different. Yeah, it was only my aunt that as far as my family though, currently, I don't know anybody in my family that I don't know, unless it's just, we don't talk a lot, but I don't know anybody else who is vegan in my family. My parents aren't, and my siblings aren't. Oh, okay. Right, 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 right. Right, absolutely, Karen. I wish I could. I wish I had the land like you do. Even though there's a lot of stuff that you can grow indoors. I was so happy when I learned how to make lentil sprouts. One of the people that came on my channel, Mike Jones, I've been meaning to ask him, because I see all his pictures on Instagram, and I was just like, I want to ask him, but I don't want to sound, how you think, oh, well, you should just know that answer. But no answer is stupid. No question is stupid. Really, not really. But I did ask him about sprout. How did he get his lentils to look the way they do? And I swear that has been major fiber, major game changer for me, is sprouting lentils. I eat way more than I used to eat. And I was doing it only I started eating lentils to really ward off getting pneumonia again. I was really trying to build up my immune system. It was it was something I knew I could digest and had a lot of fiber in it. Mm. Okay, you want to go vegan for health, but that's not. But that's another reason why I don't want to eat processed. Yeah, yeah. Processed is bad. Period. I mean, people, you can think what you want to, but honestly, processed food is just that, processed. Real food has an expire, like a higher expiration date. Like if I make a smoothie early in the day, I'm drinking a smoothie when I make it, no more than 3 hours later, because as it sits, the nutritional value goes down. Now, if you buy food that is like, how can I put it? Like say you buying vegan burgers from the store, that's being processed. In order for it to last for the amount of time that it's lasting, that's being processed. And I even heard that even with me, like cutting out, which I don't, Bonafide, maybe you could tell me, I forgot. um I was told that once you pulverize like some of the stuff that we eat or whatever, you, by using the NutriBullet or by taking the bean out of its natural state, that you're removing some of the nutrients from it. And I'm like, but it's still there. It's not like, it's not in the same cup. It's not, I'm not throwing it away. But for some reason my doctor said that it wasn't as healthy as like just eating it whole. I was trying to make lentils into burgers and lentils into nuggets and stuff, something that my daughter could gravitate towards. But you know she was the reason. She was the reason why I went back. I mean, I never started back eating meat. I incorporated fish and chicken into my diet some years ago after she was born, and then I started. She wanted to go to a garden. No, I wanted her to go to a garden for real. A few, maybe about 4 years ago or so, and she, from being in the garden, decided that she wanted to go vegan. And she was, well, wait a minute. She was 9 or 10, so yeah, it's been a minute, maybe 8, maybe 8. Yes, it is. Any type of chemical you put into your body, on your hair, on your topically, all of that stuff is affecting you. That's why I was telling people, as a moisturizer, I use fresh aloe. That's what I use on my face. I use fresh aloe. What I use in my hair, if I need to add moisture or whatever, I usually just try to, go through and just use fresh aloe from the plant, from the leaf, and just put it directly onto my scalp. After, you can drain it. If you have problems with it itching or making you itch, drain all the yellow stuff out and cut it up. I have a video about it though, so I'm not gonna go through all of it. But Bonafide said the food that your aunt ate as she grew up in the 20s, 30s, and 40s was definitely way more wholesome. Way more wholesome. I believe that how can I put it? My birth father, I believe that even though he's an alcoholic, I believe that what saved him was he was never a restaurant person. He always had home cooked meals, whether it was via my mom or him living with his sister or having a girlfriend or whatever. He always ate healthy to a certain extent. We just knew that alcoholism would have taken him out a long time ago. But I believe that it's because the food was definitely different, a long time ago. Yeah, now more foods are processed, and a lot of young people believe in everything fast. They want everything fast and eating at fast food restaurants and all that type of stuff. That's a part of what's really hurting our people. Yes, that's true. That's true. Empress Deanna said, I hear you, Bonafide. That's absolutely true. Honestly, you said 25, right? Empress Deanna, you said 25. At 25, I had a bread maker. I was baking bread and eating cheese. I was not cooking. Not like I do now. Nothing like I do now. Herbs, spices, all that type of stuff. Nutrition. I mean, I was eating healthy to a certain extent, but the bread, I even last year I cut out bread. When I found out how high my triglycerides was, I was like, okay, I'm dropping no form of bread, period. Point blank, period. How about we're gonna kick it off like that? None of that. Don't have time to figure out the different grains that's good for you and this, that, and other. I was like, let me just cut it out completely. And I did. That's one of the things that I had to do. Growing our own food, with me living in an apartment building, I have nowhere to grow except for something in the house. But you can't grow in a house. It's hard in Chicago even to grow though, because our weather is so unpredictable. Bonafide. Okay, so I love my Nutribullet and my Vitamix. I always heard the opposite is true. But that the powerful blending opens up the nutrients as it breaks down. Okay. Okay. Because the only person that ever told me that it was taken away from my nutrients or the nutritional value of what I was putting in my body was one person, was a doctor. Which doesn't mean she was right. So I'm glad to hear what you're saying, Bonafide, because now it makes me want to dive in and listen, and find out more information about it. Because just because a person is a doctor doesn't mean that they are into nutrition. You know what I mean? Because she even asked me if I want to send my daughter to a nutritionist or whatever. And I was just like, well, can you just at least tell me like some of the things that I could do possibly, to, like what's good, what's not good, whatever. And then you got to do a lot of studying yourself. So the powerful blend, he's saying, Bonafide is saying the powerful blend that opens up the nutrients as it breaks down the cell walls. Okay. The only thing, okay, definitely using our NutriBullet and Vitamix is good. What I want to bring up though, I used to juice a long time ago, long time ago, and like I told y'all at the beginning of the chat that I had pulled out my NutriBullet. I mean, not my NutriBullet, my old juicer the other day. I hated juicers because it takes away all the nutrients. I mean, all the fiber and everything comes out. All you're getting is the juice. But I had to get rid of a bunch of carrots, a bunch of oranges or whatever before they went bad, and a bunch of apples before they went bad. So I went ahead and just juiced everything, and then I used it in combination with all the other stuff that I use. I didn't keep the pulp. I didn't feel like the cleanup and all that. Isis cleaned up. But I definitely love using my NutriBullet. Definitely love using my NutriBullet in my blender. Aloe is good. Fresh aloe. Fresh aloe from the plant is good. Rose water, because you can make rose water yourself. Everybody's on this Dr. Bronner's kick. Everybody has been on that kick for a long time. I've never, even when I was doing hair, even when I'm still licensed. Thought I saw a piece of my dread sitting on the side. I was about to say, wait a minute. What happened there? Oh, you saying you think you could be off base about that? It's just more research for both of us to do. That's all. And then if you find the answer, or if I find the answer. Oh, you said, I meant to say that it wasn't me who said that. Oh, was it you who said that? Okay, okay, I get it. Yeah, but it's just more for us to research, and whatever you find out, I'll tell you, and vice versa. And then when we do our Zoom thing or whatever, because I want to do a nutritional Zoom. That's another thing for anybody that's new to my channel. I've already added Zoom. I'm just waiting for people to send me their email addresses that's totally interested in doing like a chat where y'all are not just looking at me. You can see each other, or if you choose to, like, heck, like I said, you can put a picture of whoever you want to put up there. You could just make it black. You don't have to show your face or whatever, because a lot of people are not into social media like that. However, everybody will get a chance. Like Bonafide will be able to add in his comments. I won't have to read off like some of the things for people that are really serious though, because I honestly I don't plan on having more than like 10-15 people on, because I want everybody to get a chance to talk. So I really want to start using the Zoom product as soon as possible. So please, anybody that's interested, again, like if you have something to do and you are on the chat, you could pause it. I mean, you could mute yourself or whatever and do what you got to do. If you got to go off on your children or whatever, you could just mute yourself and nobody can hear you. Or when somebody else is speaking, you mute yourself. So if anybody's interested, send me an email and give me your email address, and I will as soon as I get enough people, I'll go ahead and I'll make it happen this week. I wanted it to happen last week, but nobody really sent me their emails. So right. Yep, that's a whole nother, absolutely, Bonafide, you're right. And my doctor let it be known that the only thing that she could relate to me with was the fact that she was a vegetarian herself. Now, she wasn't my main doctor. She wasn't my main physician. I was seeing her because my main doctor was not there. Now, my main doctor was the one that was just like, do you want me to set up your child with a specialist, a nutritionist, what do they call it, a nutritionist? And I was like, no, I think I got this. My Sunday night chat, my Sunday afternoon chat, yeah, and research. Yeah, so I didn't need to go see anybody. I know enough people that are living healthy, especially people that have been on my channel for a while that have shared so much with the channel freely. Thank you, Bonafide. Thank you, Empress Sahara. I know you're not here. Thank you, Empress Your Pie. And Bonafide, thank you for guarding the chat. You're the only person who has a wrench. Jesus gonna come back one day and be like, "Where's my wrench at?" No, Jesus did come through one day, and I had taken away all the wrenches because I just felt like we wouldn't need them. I wasn't planning on doing any more lives, but anyway, Empress Deanna, thank you for the open conversation. I really appreciate. So far, I mean, I know there's people that are probably just listening. Some people who are actually tuned in to just listen, which is cool. And that's why I'm speaking out like what a lot of people are saying, because even though I have it on my television screen up top, I don't have it connected so that I can see the live chat on the television. So some people are looking at a television, but they can't hear what's going on in the chat. So I'll repeat what people are saying, so people are not just like hearing me say, yeah, you right. I feel the same way. Right, true. Because I'd have been in chats like that before, and I'm like, let me go ahead and move on to something else because I really want to watch this on my television. Okay, Deanna, and again, thank you for the conversation, the dialogue. I appreciate that. Your dad had cancer and had to get the bag in the stomach. Yeah, a colostomy bag. Is it called? Is that the colostomy bag? Because I'm not gonna say who it was. I can't get that information out. But I had a friend that had to wear it for a certain amount of time, and he was young at the time. They gave him a burger the next day, and when I asked the doctor to speak with him about nutrition, she told me, yeah, the same thing that Bonafide said. That's a whole different specialty. Not everyone could go vegan or vegetarian, and she didn't recommend it, but she so easily recommended all the pills. Yeah. You have to watch some of my videos about what happened to me, what I went through, as far as the anxiety and depression and panic attacks, which were way more severe than they are now. I still have anxiety now. Don't get it twisted. I'm not cured by no means. And depression as well. It's just that I channel it differently now. But yeah, of course, they're gonna want to tell you that it's medicine or whatever. Definitely check, Deanna, definitely check out some of my videos when I talk about health and stuff and what happened. There's one called I Lower My Triglycerides. Just listen to some of the videos about when I talk about depression, or when I talk about, I think I did it in a separate thing about weight loss or something or healthy living. I don't know, but just check out that and you'll be able to see a lot of different things that I had to take, or that I felt like I had to take to survive, and now seeing that I don't have to take medication to survive and to live, and that I could eat to live. As that was a book that was out long time ago, and I got it from actually going to the mosque, actually going to see Farrakhan. I brought that book, Eat to Live, and I have it to this day, and that was a long time ago. Bonafide, they're almost yeah, I bet you were pissed off. Bonafide said they almost Deanna said Bonafide, they almost definitely are not taught nutrition enough in school. Your sister's a nurse. My nephew and my sister are my sister is a nurse and her son is a nurse, and both of them are working I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it. Both of them are working in the COVID units. One is in New York. Both of them are traveling nurses. One is in New York right now working in a COVID unit, and the other one is working in Texas, which is where she resides as well, but she is a traveling nurse. But she works at Harris County Jail, and inmates are getting it. See, they're not telling you a lot about that. They talked about Cook County and how bad it was here in Chicago, but they're not telling you about how bad it's been at other prisons as well. I have somebody in my family that's in jail right now. And yes, I'm worried about him. I'm concerned about him. I'm not worried. I'm concerned about him and his well-being. I don't know what his diet is like. He went to jail very young. It's somebody very near to me. You said, okay, your sister was a nurse and a child was having extreme acid reflux. You recommended almond or coconut milk and a vegan diet. You realize that the baby, and this is Deanna talking still, you all. Thank you all who are still in the chat. That the baby was reacting to the acid in dairy and animals. She fought me tooth and nail, but when she listened, the baby got 10 times better, but she didn't know where almond milk came. Boom, there it is. Another testimony. We had somebody that was on here that was talking about for 13 years they took diabetic medication, and they were able to stop through diet. I keep trying to tell my mom that to do the right thing or whatever, and that she could stop taking metformin and stuff, but because it has made her like totally like a skeleton. It's made her, y'all look who's still up. It's made her lose a lot of weight that she can't gain back. I mean, she's short, but she's very small. She's the smallest I've ever seen her before in my life. Oh, Bonafide. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, okay, I missed that. She literally asked what part of the cow it came from. I didn't see that part. I didn't see that. Welcome, say au revoir. You're at work, but you're listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Oh, should I say merci beaucoup? She asked what part of the cow the almond milk came from. It's equivalent to, Bonafide said it's equivalent to mechanics who don't know anything about physics. To understand nutrition is to delve, yeah, absolutely. Delve more deeply into the health, fitness, longevity, etc. than medications and procedures. Because see, when I told it's funny because when my triglycerides had went up to like 500 and something, I told my psychiatrist, that my doctor hand delivered the information and said that I need to, get on top of talking to you about finding out a solution as far as getting off the medication. He was like, I'm not really worried about your triglycerides being, over 500. I think that you're okay. We should probably, just continue on a regimen. Maybe you can change this, that. Lucky, stop it. Sorry, y'all. He like pissed off because this is bedtime. Come sit up here with mama. Yeah, he was like, I'm not really concerned about the triglycerides. I think that you'll be okay. How do you think that I'll be okay if they telling me that if my triglycerides are over 150 and my doctor hand delivers me some information because of blood lab workup? How do you think that everything will be okay? And especially, like I said, I'm about to be 50. This happened maybe. I'm trying to think which doctor told me. Dr. Condite told me that, and I had seen another psychiatrist after him. So maybe maybe about 3 years ago, he was the one that told me, "Oh, I'm not so worried about it." and then I continued on. I continued on for a minute. And then I was like, you know what? Mm-mm. No way am I gonna leave my child here. That would be so selfish. By me not by me sitting up putting a band-aid, it's basically the medication is like putting a band-aid here, putting a band-aid there. Oh, I can't take this back pain. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I feel like that. And again, I'm not telling people not to take their medication. Let me put this disclaimer out here. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a holistic health coach. I'm just saying, for me, it was easy for me to patch up all the wounds, all the things I was going through with band-aids. It was like, I want a quick fix. Like I tell y'all all the time about dreadlocks, you got to have patience or whatever. I wanted a quick fix. I wanted that anxiety to be over immediately. But guess what? After a while, your body gets used to those chemicals, especially benzodiazepams, which I definitely took a lot of. Enough lithium, enough benzos, enough clonazepam is a benzo. What was the one that? Oh God, which one was the one that raised my cholesterol really high? It has two different names. Seroquel. Seroquel. That's what did it. That's what caused some of my problems. But if I tell you all the stuff that resulted from me taking medication, that's the reason why I have on glasses today. That's the reason why I have memory loss to this day. Some certain things that I need to remember, I don't remember. Bonifaz said, you must be kidding. What part of the cow does almond milk come from? She really asked that. It's amazing how little. Yes. And a lot of us are not willing to learn. A lot of people are not willing to learn. I'm speaking of people as a general. I'm not saying just like one race of people. I'm saying people as and you got to work out. You got to move your body. You got to move something. My favorite thing, I got it from my friend. My favorite thing is move something, shake something. It's easy to do. It's easy. Deanna said, yes, my sister, she's in the COVID unit in Mississippi. Y'all, some of the nurses have died from the virus. Yeah, I mean, it's not unbelievable, but you just made me think about my brother. I mean, my sister and my nephew. Because my sister, I'm not sure how it works for her. I've only I see my nephew every day. So I've seen him in like the full gear. I mean, like looking like he got on a motorcycle helmet type deal and covered from head to toe, like some stuff you would see on TV or that we have seen on TV like years and years and years ago. Not ever thinking, damn, we would actually be like living it like this. Yes, definitely sending much love and light out to your sister, Deanna. How old is your sister? Yeah, that was a psychiatrist that told me that. That was a psychiatrist. Again, that was really about money, the kickback from money. They wanted me to stay on my medications per month were upwards of, in the beginning, it was probably about, and even towards the end, I have one medication that cost over $2,000 and some dollars a month. I had another one that was close to $2,000. I was on Ambien. That's very expensive. It was in the thousands. So we're looking at probably about $5,000 a month. That my insurance company is probably really happy right now because honestly, they spent a grip. They still spend a grip on me going back and forth to the doctor or whatever, going back and forth to my psychiatrist and my therapist, but that they don't have to handle, that part of it. Yeah. Because I sure couldn't afford it. I wish I knew somebody that needed some of the stuff that they had me on. that I wasn't taking. New York, that's what they saying. Thank you, Bonafide. Thank you. I didn't even see it. Thank you for clearing anything up before I saw it, because you already know how I feel right now. Thank you. I'm glad I gave you a wrench. And thank you all for being able to talk. Oh, next Bonafide. Don't time her out. Kick her out. She need more, whatever they said, whoever it was, because it could have been a man, woman, child, dog, cat, rat, who knows. Everybody hiding behind the computer, you know what I'm saying? So trolls definitely are hiding. So yeah, next time just go ahead and cut them totally off. Your sister's 28. My nephew is going to be 28. Our birthdays are the same day, June 20th. My nephew will be 28. I'll be 50. And we're trying to find a way to, we might have to have a cyber birthday party together, whatever. This is a big birthday, bonafide for me and you. Big time. Big time. I was planning on, from prior years that I serve it up every year for my birthday. I'm doing something different for myself. Not partying. I'm well above the partying thing. That ended years and years ago. Years before my daughter was even born. But I would like for, to enjoy some of the people in my life in Chicago or elsewhere. I would like to celebrate my 50th birthday month someplace other than in the house, and instead of in Walgreens or ordering stuff online for myself or whatever. And then not having the money. And, May 9th is coming up, Mother's Day. I'm a candle designer. I've been doing it for 22 years. I can't go to my studio. I cannot go to my studio. And they being very lenient because, they know that it's artists and we make our money when we make things and sell them. Can't go nowhere to sell. Even if I was able to go to my studio and make stuff, I can't go anywhere to sell it. Except for just to like my regulars. But I gotta get down there first. I had somebody hit me up today and it was just like, oh, I gotta turn this down. And I need it. Your family has had 3 people that died from cancer. They all went down after chemo, but were fine before doing those treatments. I read and researched a lot and convinced that convinced your dad not to do the chemo. You know what? Thank you for saying that. You reminded me of something I need to do. There's a person on our channel that has been rocking with me for a while. I have to call this person because I haven't chatted with them for a minute after they said they were in remission, but they went through like strenuous chemo where they removed all their cells from their body, did a week's worth of straight up hardcore chemo, and then started gradually adding their cells back to their body. So not only did he have regular chemo, he wound up having a week of like some very strenuous chemo. But I'm gonna give him a call or send him a text and see if he's alive, because it's not like him not to get in touch with me, send a funny joke or something, or a note or something. And then too, again, we're living in some crazy times. A lot of people some people want to just stay on themselves. I choose now. I've stayed to myself long enough on a lot of different things besides talking to my therapist and psychiatrist. I like being transparent, because I could probably get more help here than I was getting at Northwestern Hospital. Well, Northwestern Hospital. Honest to God, true. Totally true. Yes. Chemo tears up your body. Now, don't get it twisted. Some people are living good and long off of after having chemo. Some people are not, though. Some people are not. Because one of my friends, she had chemo, was doing good, popping for a while. She was in her 50s some years ago, and I was like probably in my 30s. No, it was 1995 to be exact, because I had self-published a book, and she ordered $1,000 worth of books for her girls in the it was in a project neighborhood. I forgot the name of the project it was in, but she was educating the girls, and she wanted to use my book in her education thing. So I would say that she had cancer, and she did the treatments and everything, was doing good, but died within a year. Within a year of being treated for it. Bonafide said it wasn't horrible, but it was something smart alecky. I didn't know how you knew. Oh, okay, I appreciate that. You know what? I was gonna tell you that too. I was gonna say, no, I don't know who that person was though. A woman. You come to my chats enough, and you've been on my channel enough to know that we don't have nobody on this channel called a woman. And if they said something inappropriate, I trust your discretion. I do. You know what? Somebody said that the other day. Thank you, Deanna. Somebody said that the other days. I agree. We do age like fine wine. If you see my cousin who owns this building, she's 80 years old. She moves around more than I do. She travels more than I do now. She looks like she's about 60. Seriously, she looks like she's about 60. My mom is 77. She does not look 77. She looked like she's in her 60s. My aunt, who was 96, she definitely did not look 96. Definitely did not. But somebody else said I look like I was in my 30s, and for somebody else, for two people to say it, I'll take that. I'll take it. I'll take it. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad that I don't look the life that I lived, through a lot of stuff that I've been through. That's amazing, because I've seen some 20-year-olds that, baby, that look rock hard. And I know that I've been through a lot. I know I have. True, just dealing with the anxiety and depression. But that wasn't it. That definitely wasn't. That was towards the middle of my problems. I should be looking about 90. But this is the magic right here. Honestly, drinking plenty of H2O. That will make sure, everybody's different, but you need to, if your body is 80% hot, water, you definitely need to incorporate that into your diet. Hey, free Natty Dread. See, I had my Empress Deanna, I had my daughter at well, she was supposed to be born in June too. She was supposed to be a Gemini, but she came early, so I was 36, about to go on 37. She was born in April. So yeah, I had my first and only child, besides this one back here who is knocked out by Hello Kitty. I don't know if y'all can see him. Hold on. There he is. He knocked out sleeping next to his wife. It does. Oh, first and foremost, I'll recommend free Natty Dread. I see you. You said, what would you recommend to moisture Freeform dreads? You use natural oil and water, not tap water. Right. I don't use tap water either. I have filters that I use on my shower head and in my kitchen. What oils are you using? Because if you're staying hydrated, honestly, can anybody else testify? Can anybody else testify to the fact that that they've been drinking like a nice amount of water, and that their hair, because our hair is like plants or like trees or whatever, and all we need to do is really just feed it water. Our bodies need it 100%. So I don't use products. I'm a product free person. I I was using coconut oil when I thought like my gray area was dry. But if you go to one of my videos, if you go to my dreadlock playlist, you'll see one, and I'm holding an aloe vera leaf, and that's what I use on my skin and my hair. I don't use any. I can't recommend shampoos or conditioners. Even though I'm a licensed cosmetologist, I no longer practice on chemically treated hair. I never do. I don't even do hair anymore. I just keep my license going, and I do my continuous education units to keep that on par. Just to keep the knowledge going, my knowledge, as well as being able to share it with other people. Right. I would have to know what type of natural oils, because see, a lot of people think that you could just put oil like directly on your scalp. With some oils you can. Some oils need a base, something for you to mix it in. Otherwise, it can burn you. Some oils are very, very, very strong and potent, and has to be used with some type of base. Chemo ravages the body. Some can take it, but it's a lot on the body. It kills everything good and bad. Very true. My I call him my papa. He raised me since I was 13. He's from Louisiana. My dad is Nigerian. He lived to be 81, I want to say. He just passed away 2 years ago, which I still deal with. And then my mom, definitely, she doesn't do anything anymore since he's gone. But he had some type of I want to say blood cancer, some type of blood cancer. She used to have to a couple days out of the week, she had to wait with him for 7 hours to where she had to drive him to, which wasn't close by, just for him to get taken care of. And towards the end, when he got tired, he got a little grumpy or whatever, but he made sure he let my mom know, make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself first. She don't have to worry about us, her children, because we're supposed to actually be taking care of our parents at this age if they need it. Hey, anti-turf. Deanna's okay. Let me make sure I said everybody's saying. Yeah, the ravenously damaging thing about chemotherapy is that it's non-discriminate. It attacks both okay, I said that already. Okay, that would be the number one thing. If we had a live chat, I'm telling you, that's the number one thing that I would talk to you about. That's the first thing I talk to people about on my live chats. How much water are you drinking? What are you intaking? What's your intake of water? Which you can get from vegetables as well. Like it was said on my channel when I had Mike Jones there, you can get water from cucumbers. Like if you're worried about like not being able to buy water or whatever, you can get your water from vegetables, from raw vegetables, and one being definitely cucumbers. Auntie Turf said your hair won't have integrity if you aren't hydrated. Agreed. Bonafide. I drink loads of water and both my hair and skin are very healthy. Truth. I've seen his pictures. Truth. Yeah, I spoke about that. I spoke about that in this chat. And you were here. I remember you. I think I remember you being here. I make. I was saying that I had to juice a lot of vegetables and stuff the other day instead of doing it the way that I normally would do it, which is to keep all my nutrients in. I use my NutriBullet or my blender, maybe my blender to start it off with, and then my NutriBullet to thin it out. But I used to juice a lot, but I was removing a lot of the good stuff that I needed. And not only that, the cleanup is horrific. I had been juicing for years. I was so glad when the NutriBullet thing came out, and I, was like, let me try this out, and got a deal on it, and it's been my baby ever since. You made some juice today with beet. Oh, I said right. Talk about beets. I can't stomach beets, but it's good for you. I'm gonna have to learn how to do it. I tried juicing with some beets before, and I almost passed out. I almost passed out. I felt like I was eating a mud pie. And I had it mixed with different things. Okay, but beets, I love ginger, and I like turmeric. I don't have any now. But I do plan on, when they bring it back to our grocery store, I'm gonna buy it, in its raw form, not in pill, not in any other form, as opposed to its raw form. And now that I know how to utilize it. Right. Exactly. Instead of spending a whole lot of money, you spend a lot less money. I'm gonna tell you one thing. In the stores right now, the people who really don't have to worry about a lot right now are people who thrive off of produce. People who lead a vegan lifestyle, raw, whatever. Because that food, the produce is always there for some reason. The produce is always there. When what people were going off on or freaking out on at a lot of the stores I was going to, where the meat at? Where the chicken? Y'all have no chicken? Y'all have no what? Y'all don't have no bacon? So I can go to the grocery store anytime I want and know that whatever I need is gonna be right there as soon as I walk through the doors. Yeah. Lavender oil is cool. Okay. You're welcome. Free Nazi Dread. Yeah, lavender oil is cool. You don't put it on your scalp though. 5 drops is enough. Put it on your occipital bone, at the crown of your head. You could do it like around your temple area. And trust me, it's so concentrated. It's enough. Believe it or not, it's enough to massage into your entire scalp. Mm. I don't consider you don't dye your hair, you color your hair. You dye shoes, you dye clothes. YB, thank you for asking. But being a licensed cosmetologist, and color was my specialty. Yes, we color hair. So at the time when I was doing hair, I thought the world of people coloring their hair or whatever. I had my hair platinum blonde and long and short for a very long time. So I enjoyed color or whatever. Then it got to the point where I couldn't even take it on my own scalp without, believe it or not, it wasn't burning my scalp. My palms and stuff were itching. My inner thighs were itching really bad. I would have an allergic reaction, and I had to stop doing it on my clients as well because it was causing me to have like an allergic reaction. With gloves on, I still had the inner part of my thighs, the bottom part of my feet, and my palms were itching really, really bad. I don't have a problem with people who rock color. If you rock color, that's on you. Now, are you asking me about like freeformers or honestly, I really don't care as long as their hair stay on their head and they take care of it. If that's what they choose to do. Anti-turf, you said that says something about us that as a country we aren't eating our produce. Everything that I want, um, everything that I want has been at the grocery store for me. I mean, as far as food, please, people run straight back for some reason to the meat area. Y'all gonna be putting some more out soon? Truth. Yeah, yeah, they can see it now. I mean, look, so much stuff has changed. I used to always, and I know y'all probably get tired of hearing me say this bona fide, But I used to always wonder, like, what would women do, or people who are used to having their nails done, or having, a weave put in their hair, or buying wigs from the Chinese stores. How are they dealing with taking care of their natural hair now, besides slapping a wig on top or whatever? How does it feel to have to, to have, like, if you had chemically treated hair and you don't feel comfortable with doing your own chemicals, which you shouldn't, how are they dealing with, the maintenance of their hair, and how do they feel about some of their hair has gone back natural or will go back natural, depending on how long this thing lasts, unless they sit at home and try to do it themselves and lose all their hair. Yeah, the cleanup from the juicer is beneficial, but that's the thing. I don't have a garden. It's definitely beneficial, and that's why I didn't want to lose it. But I had to juice everything that I had. Yeah, it's very beneficial. It's just that I don't have any. My mother used to say save the carrot whatever so she can make carrot cake and stuff, but yeah, it is it's beneficial for our bodies to have it in there too, inside of our bodies, all of it. But juicing is good. I started off juicing. I didn't start off on smoothies. I started off juicing, and then I started doing green smoothies. Okay, Empress Deanna said, when the pandemic first started, I heard the stores were going vacant. I panicked, thinking, "Oh my God, not going to be any produce left." No, laughing out loud. It was fully stocked. Right? Absolutely, absolutely. Now the funny thing is, because I look around the whole store all the time, just because it's a brand new store in our neighborhood, so I want to see what all they had. After all the meat was gone, guess where they were going? They were going to the area where they had produced uh vegan burgers and vegan sausages and all that type of stuff. They started buying all that stuff up then. They was like, well, at least it looked like meat. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this since they don't have no meat. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm sorry, I'm just trying to laugh to just keep from dealing with a lot of stuff that I go through, or that I'm going through, from the loss of people and just this life period right now, the way we are. I'm not laughing. I'm just like laughing to keep myself sane right now. Hmm. You say anti turf. Yeah, I hope when things get better, I hope the salons are packed, because I'm still, the hair game is always my game, and I still have plenty of friends in the hair game that have salons and that are not making money. I have people that are like couples, married couples, that own a salon together, that's their income. My business, that's my income. Can't making candles is not a necessity. It's not an essential thing. So, but not only that, my building is not allowing me to go to my loft space to work. Therefore, they're not getting paid right now. Yeah, hopefully people will learn something from it. Seriously, from all of this, you know, like, for one, I've always been the type of person that stocked up on a lot of stuff, except for perishables. Um, so I wasn't freaking out about like certain things being not available. You all know what's the list of things that have not been available. I've always purchased it a lot, and I have, like, in my linen closet, I have all my stuff like set up. I have like everything that I basically can survive off of for a while. Okay, you said salons are gonna be swamped, or maybe some people will learn something. Right. My nephew, oh my God, he's just, hold on, I gotta show y'all a picture. Hold on. My nephew, this is the one that's the nurse. I just want to show you a picture that we took together. Hold on 1 second, because we've been having conversations, video chats every day. He learned how to cut hair. I said, "You just like Auntie, honey." He learned how to cut hair because he always had like wonderful hair designs. When he's in Harlem, he always gets his hair cut in Harlem. He has a special barber in Texas. And he keeps his hair laid. He had like somebody that used to twist his. He doesn't have dreads, but he likes his hair and twisted styles that hang loose. But anyway, here's my baby. I don't know if y'all can see. It might be a little too bright. Oops, that's not him. Okay, hold on. Here he is. Is the light too bright? I think the light is too bright. Oh, I don't think y'all can see that. My television paused. Can y'all see that? Or is the light too bright? I think the light is too bright. Well, anyway. Yeah, I think the light was too bright. But anyway, he brought him some $200 and some clippers and some nice liners and stuff, and he started cutting his friends up. Other traveling nurses, they stay together in this. They put them up in like this Airbnb type thing, and they stay together, and it's paid for by the company that they work through. Yeah, we have farmers markets in Chicago all over the place, all over. Oh, you know what? When you said farmers markets, I'm thinking about in the summertime. We have like a lot of people who come from all over, and it be all around the city where they set up and sell. Different farmers set up and sell all over Chicago. But we do have like Pete's Produce that totally specializes in whole foods. I mean, just fruits and vegetables. That's the only place I know of it, and they have a lot of them. Well, enough of them, enough for me to get to. Yeah, and I would say it is cheaper by going to places specialty places that really just house raw foods. I mean, whole foods. Okay, as far as my question about women having to deal with their natural hair now, it would depend on the woman. This is bona fide. Some might get extremely upset about it. Some might fall in love with their natural hair. One of my girlfriends, she embraced her natural hair, and she was used to throwing on a wig in a hot second, and or having a weave done, and she has totally been embracing her natural hair, totally. But a lot of people won't. A lot of people are going to be on YouTube trying to do it themselves, and next thing you know, they're going to be sitting back with no edges, no hair at the nape. And I'm not being funny. I'm just being honest. It's just, that's a nervous laugh. It's the truth, though. I mean, let them start trying to relax their own hair, and they're overlapping the product and stuff, and their hair start breaking off, and then they got to go natural anyway for the hair to grow back. And then they can't put when they go to the salon, they're gonna be like, "Oh, your hair is chemically damaged." I'm not putting chemicals on top of that. What you did, you can see them. Karen, I didn't even know you were still on here, girl. I didn't know you all could see him. That's good. Yeah, he's also in a lot of my I have some slideshows that I did. First slideshow of me at through all the most of the stages of my journey, my 16-year journey. I did a slideshow for that, and I did 2 slideshows for people that were on my channel that want to share their pictures. And if you check out those videos, I'll try to link them. I'll try to link them after this is over. Yeah, probably be a link at the end of this, but you can always go to my channel and check out. It'll say something like what was the title? I can't remember some of the titles, but it was just like global hair, blah blah blah, global natural hair from wherever. Okay, Karen said our stores are getting low. Chicken and beef will be low because of the from the factories being closed. Not to pick the vegetable and fruits. You will see it different in the markets this summer. Ooh, what type of difference? Bring everyone into the light. You think it's going to be less stuff available? More people are going to, I don't know. Why do you think there's going to be a difference in the markets? Are you talking about as far as pricing or as far as availability? Because I'm thinking availability is going to change one day, sooner than later. Because I don't twist my hair, Deanna. Because I don't bother my hair. My hair is very strong. I don't put products all in my hair. I don't bother my hair. It doesn't bother me. So, only time you're going to sit back and have problems when you have, when you rocking dreadlocks is when you sitting back. Like if I was to keep my hair always constantly just up in a high ponytail or something like this, it's not in its natural form. This is not the way it grows. And yeah, if I didn't have like naturally thick hair, but if I was twisting and stuff like that, then it would be a problem because of the length, but because I don't twist or whatever, I don't have a problem with that. And you all can see my edges very well and how the top part of my hair looks. As you can see, I'm very gray. I love it. I'm very silver. I'm a silver fox. But no, it doesn't, I'm not manipulating it, so I don't have any problems as far as my hair goes. As far as my edges goes. Only thing that would make my edges kind of thin out is stress around the temple area. Okay, Bonafide. I know you're so glad it's not a Sunday chat. And thank you all for rocking with me tonight. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Like I said, it's been so much going on. I'm trying to help myself and help other people too. Trying to help everybody in the chat room as well as help myself, get off of some of the things that go on in my head. So Bonafide says, since you said we could discuss racial topics, but nothing that's going like, I haven't read your whole thing yet, but nothing that's very controversial where it will cause any type of debates or anything, because I want everybody to be comfortable. Okay, you want to say that from my perspective as a black man? Okay, you're not talking about what I thought you were going to be talking about. You as a black man prefer our sisters to rock that natural hair. Okay, oh yeah, that's something you could have said in a Sunday chat. No, I thought you was about to go somewhere else about race. Yeah, I meant like as far as the racial thing, when I meant as far as like talking about, people of other nationalities and stuff. Some people do, not everybody. From your perspective as a black man, because I've had this talk with other people. I've had this talk years ago with other people. And I remember asking one of my friends from high school, I was like, so, you a person, nice looking man, make nice money, drive a nice car, whatever, take care of your business, run your own business and everything. how do you feel about women who rock dreadlocks? And he was like, I said, how do you think men generally in Chicago, I was talking about, like women who rock the natural hair or dreadlocks? He personally was like, I'm cool with it. You know, he was like, as long as they wear high heels, I don't care how they wear their hair. You know, he was like, I definitely would rock with somebody natural, no problem. He was like, but my friends are different. He was like, I have a lot of friends that wouldn't. He said that. That was just one person though. That was just one, but I'm sure some people feel that way. Some people feel that way. They want to see that European style. They want to see that super straight lace front wig. Some people can't deal with the frizz. They don't want to be seen out in public with you, because some people still hold on to the myth that we don't cleanse our hair. I definitely prefer for people to, I mean, now that I'm out the game, but I still pray for my friends and stuff that are still standing up behind the chair and waiting for the salons to open back up. But since I've been out of the game for a minute, I'm totally down for everybody rocking natural hair. But I want them to be able to make money when the stuff is over too. So, I have a little bias in it. I'm like, I'm into natural hair, but I want my friends to make money that's still doing hair. Heck, even if they had to start just doing natural hair. But then, I mean, honestly, it's so much stuff on YouTube now. A lot of things have changed. A lot of people on YouTube are giving or coming up with their own ways of doing hair, or making their own wigs and doing all types of stuff. And a lot of misinformation is out here, and people are messing up their hair. Hey, hey, Empress Japai, I mentioned you earlier. Okay. Deanna said, I noticed there's a lot of stigma around locks. People tend to think women with locks are freaky. Really? Really? Or stoners. I got the stoners part. I do get that a lot. But nobody, if they thought that way, they never came to me like that. I've had people assume you must be a lesbian because you rock dreads. People think you're dirty. I'm sure a lot of people are intimidated, period, because they can't do it. I wouldn't worry about a thing that they have to say. So what if they think that or if they assume it? So what? But I never heard that part though. Has anybody else heard? That's wow. That is wow. Bonafide, that's East Side. Um, that's your side. Is that what they think? Is that what men think about women who wear locks? Is that a stigma that's put on us? Because I've never heard that before. That's odd. That's the first time anybody has ever said that before in all the years that I've been doing hair and growing my dreads. I'm so glad you're here, Empress Pie. Bonify said, our sisters should know that they don't need to do much of anything to be attracted to us. We love to see reflections of ourselves in our women. You have so much beauty in your natural selves. Women do. But honestly, people are commercialized. People are Europeanized. People, I'm telling you, it's people out here who, men out here who, okay, I get it. If they don't like makeup or whatever, I do. I will be wearing glitter till the day I die. And that's definitely going to be put on my list of things you all better do. I'm coming back to haunt you if you don't make sure I have my glitter popping at 80, 90, or 100. Like a knowledge, period. Empress Deanna, that's a good thing you said. You still don't understand why so many assumptions about locks, because they're not trying to learn about them. Us feeling comfortable in with our natural selves makes people feel inferior. They are afraid of you being free to be yourself. That's all it is. And ignorance. Lots of ignorance. You just woke up. I've been up since 5 something. And got to get up again. As really, I can get up at 7 or 8. No, yeah, 8 at the latest. Hey, Raven. I turned my head. I didn't see you. Okay. Deanna said, men your age think that, okay, because you're 25, locks are usually highly sexualized in your age range, at least. They'll assume you're down for anything. Are there any other men in the room? Bonafide already answered to that. Yeah. Right. That's my main thing. Who cares? Let them feel. It ain't up to you to make everybody feel comfortable. As long as you are comfortable with yourself in your own skin and rocking your own hair, I wouldn't even care what they think. Hold on 1 second. I got 2 computers on. Hold on. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, I do too much in this room. This computer goes back in the other room though when I'm done. That's just a computer I keep on all the time. I never heard anybody say that before. And maybe, like you say, it is a big age gap between us. I am 25 years older than you. So maybe they do. Interesting. You said I've been told that water can't wash the inside of my dress. They volunteered at Barbara's number. Wow. Mm. It's a shame. Ignorance is bliss. I mean, people they choose to be ignorant because it's just easier. And when I say ignorant, I mean just like not filled with knowledge of certain things. It just makes them feel better. They don't want to put in the time to even find out what the truth is. They rather sit back and point fingers, laugh at you, talk about you, and this, that, and the other. But again, do your thing. Do your thing. Talk about me. Do whatever it is that you choose. At the end of the day, guess what? Nobody's paying these bills. Nobody can't nobody touch me like that. They can't make me say, "Oh, I think I want to cut my hair." You know, maybe it is time or something like that. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. How you doing, Obtainable? Are you male or female? Thank you. Bonafide said, "Hey, Raven." Bonafide said, "Okay, I already said what everybody said." Yeah, I don't care. I really don't. That's one thing. That's why I tell people. I did a video about it. I said those that won't make it through this journey, and that's people who care about what other people think. You got to go into this standing 2 feet. I mean, with 2 feet grounded on the floor. You know, knowing that no matter how frizzy your hair get, no matter how unkempt people may think your hair is, no matter how disgusting they think your hair is, you got to love yourself enough to override that. And that's one thing that I've always done. I've loved myself enough to not play into that, you know, or to not be moved by what people think. You said your brother. Wait a minute, Empress, how many brothers do you have? Because I seen somebody one time before, and I think you had said it was your brother, and I was like, dang, a very attractive family. Aren't you tired of wearing your hair like that? I get a lot of people that ask me, am I going to cut it? Are you 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 going to cut yours? Are you going to do something different than yours? What are you going to do? I've had a lot of people ask me, so when are you going to cut it? Are you going to let it grow down to the ground? If it grows down to the ground, yeah, I will. I'm not cutting my hair. It doesn't cause me any issues, any problems, or any worries. And I know plenty of people with hair way longer than mine. Mine touch my knees. I know people with hair way longer than mine. I mean, for real, I know people that have hair much longer than mine. And Empress Pie, you already know your hair is beautiful. You have one brother. You had a picture I saw one time, and you said it was your brother, and I commented on it. I don't remember what it was on because we connected on almost everything. And I was just like, dang, she got a fine brother. Perhaps the media. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about dreads, period. You said perhaps the media has something to do with the sexualization of locks for women of your age. I've also heard of some porn stars who have locks. I don't know. Interesting. You've taken about vow of celibacy. You're not alone. Health and my locks. I've gone through. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Deanna. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. That people will have to be in the chat to see. I'm not going to repeat your information. That's a lot. Right. I would love to definitely talk with you. I really would. Free Natty Dread 96 say get the dirty look all the time from my own people. It don't make no sense. It boosts your confidence. You live in Texas? What part of Texas? My nephew has a big place in Springs, Texas, but he's currently working. There's people staying there. His child and his child's mother are staying there. But he's working out in New York. But he lives in Springs, Texas. If you're familiar with Springs, Texas. Now don't ask me. Is it Houston, Dallas? What is near? I want to say it's near Houston. I could be totally wrong because my sister has gone back and forth to 2 different places in Texas doing work. Okay, Bonafide. Now I could agree with you 1,000% on that. For young women, yes, everything gets sexualized in this society. Yes, 100%. I agree with you. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to repeat that aloud. I mean, if people are in here, a lot of people that watch this in the live are not even going to see that. So I'm glad. Even though that may or may not be your real name, I just don't, I don't want to repeat that. It's cool. The people that are in here, they see it. And that's enough. Because that's definitely sad. Let's tag team each other, honey. Give me a high five. You gotta give me one. A straight up high five, Raven. Pound. Straight up rebel here too. Absolutely. 1,000%. If I tell I do stuff like this, I ask people pick, except for my daughter. I be like, pick which one of these you think look nice. It could be an outfit, it could be a picture, it could be something I'm posting on Instagram, it could be something I'm piecing together, and I'll be like, okay, it's between this and this. And usually what they say, I do just the opposite. And I'm talking about with everybody. I always find a reason to do the opposite. That's why I don't know why I ask people, because I'm gonna do the opposite anyway. Yeah, definitely. Definitely stay strong. It's just outside of Houston. Thank you, Bonafide. I know I can count on you. Spring is just outside of Houston. Years ago, you had a friend who lived in Springs. Okay, yeah, it's nice. It's a nice area. He has a great big house there. When I say big, it's huge. Nice little swimming pool. It's big enough for a whole bunch of people to be quarantined there while he's not there. Now, 99. Thank you so much for coming in. Don't forget to email me. Email me. Let's try to set up like a one-on-one. Like I said, my one-on-ones are basically, love donations, whatever. I don't set out no price, whatever is the 15, 30 minutes or whatever is worth to you. I'm pretty okay with. Okay, Free 90 Dread. Empress says she's in the Houston, Texas area. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Hold on, y'all. Something happened again. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. It has stopped. Yes, I'm sorry. My whole thing. I had lost my chat. I have it on toggle now. For some reason, it wasn't working when I didn't put it on toggle. So I never heard that before. Nakadocha. Is it called Nakadochas? Nakadochas? I'm probably jacking it totally up. It's an old antique place, and it's having sebum, okay, in your scalp. If you have an excessive amount, it can still be rinsed out with water. It's natural. It comes from your scalp. But some people may produce extra amounts of sebum. You threw me off when you started talking about the part of Texas, and then you said it was an old antique place, and then you said, and it's having sebum. That was all in one sentence. I'm like, what? Your hair your scalp naturally produces sebum, which is another part of the reason why we really don't need, in a lot of our hair, we really don't need oils and stuff. It was no interruption. It was just I couldn't see the chat. That's all. I'm connected. I'm connected directly to my modem. That's why I've been doing the chats in here. But I'll record in the other room. But just so that it won't jump offline or we won't have technical difficulties, I have it plugged into the Ethernet. If you have do you have an excessive amount of sebum? I mean, like you can see it on your scalp and it's not going anywhere. You can't water rinse it. And if you can't, I mean, if you do use shampoos and stuff, I mean, then that shouldn't be something you worry about. But I don't think I have like overactive sebaceous glands. I don't think I have a lot of sebum buildup or anything on my scalp, period. I don't have that problem. Yeah, I mean, because as long as you cleansing your hair every 2 weeks, water rinsing like I do, or using If you feel more comfortable like using black soap and stuff like that, by all means, by all means, by all means, by all means, y'all. And I ain't trying to be funny towards the way anybody probably talks, but I just said that. Hey, David. Hey, y'all, that's my friend. Welcome, David. You said most people don't know the divinity. Thank you. Thank you. This is my brother, my king, David from Ghana. So it's morning time over there. Yeah, most people don't know the divinity of carrying dreadlocks, so they always try to stigma anyone who grows them. Right. Locks, and a lot of people just communicated with like being Jamaican or being a Rastafarian. Locks were out years, decades, centuries before it becoming a thing in Jamaica. And that's what a lot of people don't know and don't understand and don't know about why they were called dreadlocks in the first place. And then if people, I mean, if you want to take it to another level, if you are into the Bible or anything, who had locks? There was somebody that had locks. And they had strength in their locks. I know y'all know who I'm talking about, Solomon. They described his hair as being, he had locks of hair, and that's how he lost his strength. He was with a woman or whatever. The story that was told, he was with a woman, and his power resided in his locks. So locks been around for a long time. Period. Point blank. Even it's a group of like Asian people, and they hair. When I say they hair is like, I seen a picture. Bonafide, you may have seen this picture. I may have even seen a picture on your site, but it's like all these like dark skin, like Asian people with these thick hair heads of Nazis. Nice, just a lot of hair, density wise, a lot of hair. Not necessarily, each one were like, this thick, but I mean, they had a lot of hair. Salt water. I know salt water is good for definitely helping your hair to and I'm talking about, I said it in the chat the other day. I'm talking about the salt water, like, if you live near salt water. I know that one of my girlfriends, when she was in Jamaica, she said by the time she got back off her vacation, she ain't had no problems with her hair unraveling. The salt water had really helped her hair to bond together faster. So that was like within a week's time. Yeah, Samson and Delilah. Yeah. Who did I say? Did I say somebody else? Who did I say? I didn't say Samson. Let me know, because sometimes I get off track. I will say something and be my mind be totally gone. I didn't say Samson? Hey Janet, welcome. Who did I say? I just want to make sure I said Samson. I said Solomon. You know what? I'm sorry. I was thinking about something my Mason brother was talking about today. I'm so sorry. We had just had a conversation a little while ago. One of his masters passed away. I said Solomon. Yeah, Samson and Delilah. Solomon. I'm thinking about Solomon because of being an Eastern Star and talking to like I said, one of my brothers is a master mason, and he lost the person that was over him. That's true. That's true. That's a possibility. King Solomon may have had locks too. Like you said, right along with that beard. Yeah, but I didn't mean to say Solomon. I meant Samson. But I'm so used to saying Solomon so much because. Okay, Janice, you said same here. I've had locks for over 20 years. Some think you are. I never knew that. Some think you are a lesbian. Yeah, I know about. Everybody does think you smoke weed. And how do you wash your hair? Or are you Jamaican? Yeah, those. I would say those. I never get the lesbian part though. Or maybe they think it and they just don't say it. Or heck, maybe they just right on target. And I'm being no. Okay. You said I said Solomon. You said, but you knew who I meant. Yeah. Because it's like I'm used to greeting people calling certain people calling them Solomon and being called Sheba myself. Mm. Yeah, I'm still tripping out on this whole lesbian thing. I never heard that people thought of only lesbians rocking locks, but definitely this whole smoking weed thing. Um, are you Jamaican? I don't hear that much anymore. I don't get. I've had people that are closer to me ask me about how do I wash my hair. But I'm sure I've had people. I'm sure I've had people on the channel ask me that, or ask me should they wash their hair the first 3 months, first month, or whatever. Yes, you should. Yes, every 2 weeks, every week when you every week when you're very active in the summertime, or depending on how much sebum your hair produces and how long it takes your hair to dry, you might have to do it twice a week, depending on the pollution that you're around, the type of work that you do, the amount of sweat that you do. It's all, everybody's different. Bonifaz, you said you had some people assuming that you was Jamaican. Sometimes, depending on your mood, you just go with it. That's funny. I got when I was overseas, they used to think that they used to think it was funny, especially in Germany, um, that being black or whatever, that you sold drugs, did drugs, or something of the sort. They would always ask, "You got some weed? You got whatever?" And yeah, that was their misconception. And the person I was with didn't have dreads, and they used to get it all the time too. It was just that we was in a completely white area, completely, and he would get stopped all the time. And sometimes people would ask me that. On Instagram, you get asked a lot that if you're Jamaican too. You said it's true. Like, why fight it? You told me to do something the other day, and I'm gonna listen to you. I didn't want to, but I need to. You said something the other day, Bonafide, like, well, can you prop your pillow up some so you can rest your back so you don't have to sit up like that? Yeah, I have to. I have to now because I don't feel comfortable at all. Okay, sorry, y'all don't have to see me like this. I'm thinking about Medea's thing. She's like, you can still see me? it was a play that I forgot what play it was, but she was standing behind a screen door trying to hide and was like, "You can still see me." It was one of Tyler Perry's movies when Medea was like really a big part of all his things that he did, his plays. Well, you know what? That's a natural thing in my neighborhood, period. You say every time you go to the gas station, why is it just the gas station? Nowhere else? Every time you go to the gas station, every person asks you, do you want to buy herb? That's just where they sell it's only at the gas station. Cause see over here, it don't matter what you look like. You don't have to have dreads. They walking up and down the street. I'm talking about loud. Kush. Get that loud. You hear that more than anything. Got that loud. I'll be like, for real? I do. I mess with people sometimes. Sometimes I don't because it's crazy around here. But sometimes I'll be like, no, one time I said, what's that? And he started laughing. I was like, what's that? What's loud? Oh, it's been a crazy, crazy day, y'all. It's been a crazy day. I'm probably gonna wind down in the next we're gonna end the chat in about 10 minutes. I have to get up. And I want to be on point. My daughter's been having a lot of homework. I'm gonna get up and be able to feel good and do all the stuff that I do regularly. Because at least usually by now I'm trying to make myself go to sleep. If she was like in school, this would not be going on. It's only because of everything being the way that it is. Right. Absolutely. I hate that misconception. I can compare that misconception along with other things that are misconceived about us, period. Um that's crazy. Yeah, but that's a good comeback. Do you wash your hair? Yeah. I haven't had anybody ask me that though. Not just like recently or out in public. If somebody has asked me that, it may have been like in a chat room or I don't know. May have slid in my DMs or something. I don't know about that. If somebody's asked me, it's been a long time, long enough for me to have kicked it out of my brain. Yep, but that's the best comeback, Janet. Why would they think that you don't wash, cleanse something that's yours? And I mean, that's a part of your body. I mean, just because I water rinse only doesn't mean that my hair isn't clean. I'm not putting any type of products in my hair that has chemicals in it. And like I said the other day when I was on here, it's shampoos. How do you think shampoos and stuff has shelf life? You think it's natural? You think it's really natural because it says it's natural on the bottle? Now, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I used to test products with litmus paper and stuff. Anytime you have a product that has a shelf life, no matter what the shelf life is, it has chemicals in it. And that's part of what will make your hair smell, period. If you wash your hair and it doesn't dry thoroughly or whatever, it's chemicals from like products and stuff. I mean, of course it can mildew. Your hair can mildew if it's like super long or super thick like mine is. Or if it doesn't have to be super long. I take that back. It doesn't have to be super long or thick, but you want your hair to be dry. But yeah, using shampoos and conditioners and stuff, can cause a buildup on your hair. Hold on, let me move this down. Can cause a buildup on your hair, and also can, be the reason why your hair can smell. Because I don't have, I mean, we were talking about, and then your diet too. We were talking about it the other day. We were saying, I was saying how, dang, I don't have to buy a lot of deodorant or whatever because I don't have that problem. I don't have to wear I really don't have to wear deodorant. I've gone days without it. I just do it because it's kind of like sometimes a natural thing to do, but I don't have to wear it. I really don't, unless I've been in a dance class. But still, I still never. I still don't have that problem, and I used to when I was younger, where I would smell like an onion. Easy, easy. Oh, you said it. Oh, so you you said no one has ever asked you what the Bonafide said. No one has ever asked me about whether I wash my hair or how I wash my hair. I think that people in general feel more comfortable asking women a bunch of nonsense questions than big muscular men. Okay. See, I'm gonna tell you one of the problems that I have. I'm gonna tell you one of the problems I face that I don't like. I always ask people when they ask me, "Is this all my hair?" I always come back on them and say, if I was a man, would you ask them the same question? If I was a man, would you think that it was fake hair? But is it because I'm a woman that you think that all women, especially black women, wear fake hair? I seen more men getting fake dreads put in their hair than I have women. I said that once, I'll say it again. I have. I had a girlfriend who used to rock that around the corner. She used to make bank off of people that wanted instant dreads, just like Fetty Wap started off. I think he said he paid $4,000, which was about $100 per dread. He had 40 dreads. They probably have grown out, and now it's his own hair now too. But he had fake dreads, 4 grand, 4K. Yeah, I always wonder why do people think that it's like I feel like will you ask somebody of another culture or another race, is all of that their hair? If their hair is down their back, why is it that me being a black woman, why is it that is automatically assumed that I have to have fake hair? And even one of my cousins had came to me not too long ago and was like, "Oh, if such and such," talking about some of my aunts. "Oh, if such and such saw your hair, it's blah blah blah." It was a couple of my aunts. He was named saw your hair. They would swear it was a wig. I know that's all your hair. I know that's all your hair. And I was like, "Are you serious?" I said, "Maybe that's why I don't go around family, that side of my family. Ignorant, ignorance rather." Oh, I'm sorry, free Nazi Dread. I missed your thing. I missed you too, Bonafide. The last time you visited Jamaica, people there were offering you weed. They assumed me to be a Rastafarian. They called out to me Rasta and offered me some herb. Okay. I never had that problem in Jamaica. I was always with the person who had it anyway. I ain't had a problem down there. And they knew that was the person who had it. Thank you so much, Free Nazi Dread. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's what keeps me going on YouTube. Just hearing people say that I've helped in any kind of way, period. Because if it was about YouTube's money, if I was relying solely on that, I wouldn't have a place to stay. I wouldn't have lights on. I don't have 5 million subscribers. This ain't my 9 to 5. So it's a labor of love. It really is. And I receive back as much as I give too. So I don't mind. You think it would be worse or better now? Welcome, Avengers fan. How are you? Unfortunately, you came in close to the end of the chat. We're gonna probably I'm gonna try to give it to 3:00 a.m. 6 more minutes. So if anybody has anything that they would like to say, and Bonafide, make sure you stay on your job. But if anybody has anything else that they would like to say, I'm gonna try to hit the sack in a few minutes, because my alarm is gonna go off at 6:00 anyway. My phone is gonna go off at 6:00. And even if I don't get up, I still have to be out of the house before 9:00, because I'm gonna be back in the house by 9:30 before everybody gets in the streets, so I can go up to the school for my daughter. I'm talking about in person though. I'm not talking about on the chat. I'm talking about in person. Bonafide. You said part of the assumption about weaves and questions about is that all your hair might be due to others listening in on our conversations and hearing us go on and on about weaves and extensions. Yeah, I'm not talking about people that be on the chats or that may be lurking in the rooms. I'm talking about face-to-face people. I've had people approach me face-to-face into stores. Like, sometimes they'll say, "Oh, I like that. When'd you get that done?" What? What did I get done? That's my answer. What did I get done? When did I get what done? That. Oh, you mean my 16 and a half year, going on 7, my 16-year and 7-month next month journey? That's what you want to know about? That's what I did. I let my hair grow for going on 16 years and 7 months. And I don't bother it. And I don't play in it. And I don't wear wigs. And I don't do a whole lot of stuff. And that's why my hair is on my head. So wait a minute. Bonafide, maybe I'm not understanding you. You think because we talk about people with weaves and whatever that people think that our hair is fake? I'm just trying to get an understanding. I just want to make sure I understand what you're saying. They might take what we say to each other. What do we say to each other that would make people think that we have weaves or wigs or weaves and extensions? Because when I think about weaves and when I think about extensions, for the most part, when I'm talking about weaves and extensions, I'm talking about when people are wearing hair and they want their hair to look European. Not just the men who I've seen, which I don't think that men get asked that question. But the men that I've seen that over my girlfriend's house getting their hair done, getting fake dreads. But I'm just trying to figure out how you could think that I could make this up right here. That I can go to the store and buy something that look like this. I've never seen anything that look close to my hair in the store. Never. Thank you. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And welcome to the chat. We actually about to close in a few, but it'll be in a replay for sure, for sure. I keep saying it's gonna be. I'm done in 10 minutes. I'm done in 10 minutes. I was supposed to be done. I finally said I was gonna be done at 3 o'clock. That's 1 minute. But I'm gonna try to keep rocking with y'all for a minute. It depends on it. If you all would like to stay on for a few more minutes, I don't have a problem with it. But I can't. I definitely can't go past 3:30. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Empress. Thank you so much. See, but that's one thing that I've never said. Well, I'm just one person, but you're probably right, Bonafide. Because that's one thing I would never. That's one thing I would never say. That's the misconception, because I remember having my hair down in a bob. It was relaxed and everything. And what made me really, really angry, I was in the library one time and I had my hair. I mean, I'm a hairstylist. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I was actually practicing. I was actually doing hair then, and I was in the library trying to do some research on something. And it was funny. It was a black guy and a white guy together, and the black guy was the one. The white guy didn't say anything. It was the black guy who was like, "Look at that fake hair," and started laughing and stuff. And I was like, "Really?" And I mean, my hair wasn't even. It was probably like right here. It wasn't even that long. It was probably just barely hit. It was probably right here. And he automatically assumed and would say that to a person of another race to make it seem like black women don't grow hair. So that I was peeved about that. I was pissed off about that. Seriously. I was like, why? And why would you be telling a white man that? Why would you be saying that to him and laughing and joking about your own people? You know what? Um, Congratulations on your 3 months. Congratulations on upcoming on your 4 months. But just remember, just keep patience. Every month counts, no doubt. But just focus on having patience before you know it. I mean, I liked every stage. I liked every month. I liked every year. I liked every year of my journey. And now I've liked the decade and plus 6+ years of my hair. Yeah, and it was years ago, because now we don't have to go to libraries as often as we used to have to go to before to find books. And yeah, it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. But because if I've been rocking dreads for almost October be 17 years, this was long before then. But that was his thing. And then I remember, not when my daughter was in second grade, I remember walking past a black guy in a truck trying to walk to my daughter's school to pick her up, and he started making horse sounds, like this was horsehair. You know, back in the day when people thought that all weaves and stuff was made from horse hair or whatever, he started making these horse sounds. And I looked at him, I was like, "You so ignorant." I said, you wouldn't know the truth if it was stamped on your forehead. You wouldn't know the truth. I said, it's sad. It's really sad that you feel that way about sisters, that everybody's rocking weaves, everybody. And especially the way I rock my hair. When I go to the store and buy hair that looks like this, I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine my hair looking like this. I couldn't go to the store and pick out enough different textures and colors and stuff to make my hair look the way that it looks. And the gray should give it a 1,000% away, because it's not gray all the way down. It's gray pretty much halfway or 3/4 of the way down. 2 years next month. All right, Empress Pie. No problem, free Nazi. Okay, on the 18th, remind me. I would love to. I need somebody for the month of May. May is coming up. If anybody wants to share their journey, I'll post it on the community board. Every month I put up a new person, and you can check the community board, and I give out whatever information they want me to give out about them. And I try to I ask people for a picture from when they started, or as close to when they started, towards the middle, and like where they're at right now. You know what I mean? Or just 3 pictures showing different variations from like close to the beginning, close to the middle, the end. I mean, the end, as far as this is the way it looks for the end of the month or the beginning of May. I need the pictures like this week. So like I would need like a recent picture, you know, a old one, a beginners, a middle, and you know, a recent one. Didn't I just tell you free Nazi Dread? You ain't listen to nothing I said. I said patience. You said, that's what's up, sister. I'm trying to get there. Talking to your pa, because she's going to be 2 years. You'll get there. Deal with your. Let's take everything 1 second at a time. Not 1 day at a time, 1 second at a time. Okay, let's take baby steps, 1 second at a time. Enjoy each day, each second, each minute, each hour, each everything of your journey. Don't, in 2 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever, 2 months, our hair is beautiful, period. Our natural hair is beautiful, regardless to the length, the density, all of that. None of that matters. Is the hair on your head? Is it staying on your head? Are you doing things to ensure that that stays on your head? Are you covering your hair up at night? Are you sleeping on cotton pillowcases? Are you wearing a satin? If you can wear a satin bonnet, are you wearing a satin bonnet? Do you have silk sheets? Do you have silk pillowcases? Which is number one. I just did a video about that recently too. Um, do you protect your hair with caps? You know what I'm saying? Do you go to bed at night with your hair covered with something that's not going to pull your hair like a stocking cap, or rub friction against your hair and cause breakage? Are you protecting your hair with stuff that's made out of polyester, nylon, some type of nylon, or some type of tri-blend, or whatever that is the least amount of cotton possible, um, to keep your hair on your head, to keep your hair from breaking? That's what's important. That's more important than length, period, is healthy hair. That's the number one question I would say. Is they don't say, they just say how long, and I automatically know what they're talking about. That's what I hear in Chicago a lot. How long? How long? How long? How long? And they know automatically I know what they're talking about. Some people will drag it. I mean, say the whole thing and be like, how long you been growing your hair? How long you been growing your dreads? Or how long you been growing your locks or whatever? But some people will just straight up just be like, how long? How long? Ooh, how long? Whatever, you know. But like I said before, a few years ago, whoever's been working with me for a minute, a few years ago, I could go outside and feel totally invisible. I mean, nobody would look at me, pay me no attention, let alone say anything to me. And I was cool with that. I was like, dang, I feel invisible, but okay, cool. Well, I hope I'm invisible when they out here snatching purses and robbing people and stuff because they don't get they ain't got no job. They done spent the stimulus check and they can wear masks where they can go around and stick up people everywhere easily. Yeah, that's when I want to look invisible. But before, yeah, I wouldn't even people wouldn't say nothing to me. And now things have changed and people are more they embrace it a little bit more. I get people who embrace it a lot more because before I never got the amount of attention that I get now. I mean positive attention that I get now. 3 years, okay. Congratulations on coming up on 3 years, Raven. Bonifaz, you say you keep waiting on somebody to ask something smart ass about your hair so that you can hit them back real hard with some embarrassing potent knowledge. But that hasn't happened yet. They scared. I feel you. Yes, Empress your pod. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy the process. For some people, depending on their mindset, like me, I gotta take things 1 second at a time. 1 second at a time. Okay, you said you do need to wrap your hair free Nazi dread. You used to, but you stopped. Why did you stop? Are you? I mean, are you? Do you have satin pillowcases, or do you have satin or do you have silk sheets or something? Because that would be the only reason why you would stop. You should stop. I mean, or don't have to worry about your hair too much. You said you should be listening. No, you could listen and talk too, for sure. 100%. You should, yeah, listen. I mean, talking and asking questions and saying whatever you have to say. I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, just being patient is key. But definitely wrapping your hair up at night. I mean, cotton is your worst enemy. Nylon is a horrible enemy. Polyester is good. It's a good, reasonable, economical blend. Like I said, I just did a video about it when I was talking about these hair wraps that I ran up on. That was $1 at the Dollar Tree. Y'all check out that video if y'all haven't seen it. Um, yeah, I ran up on. I felt like I hit a lick. I came across some very different new prints that I had never had. I had all solid color wraps, and these I never even thought of using wraps for what I saw that I could use them for. I never. Well, we weren't in the same situation too when I was buying like um when I was buying these. That's not it. That's what I was buying these tubes. Now they have tubes. This is a nylon polyester blend. Now they have tubes that have like all, well, at the Dollar Tree recently they had the tubes that have all the different colors and stuff in it, like different designs, not just solid colors. So I have all the colors in these now. I have all the ones that I found at Family Dollar because I tried to buy every last one of them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna save some for somebody else. Yeah, impatience will knock you off your journey. Being impatient, being impatient will definitely knock you off your journey. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time. I mean, everything takes time. We can't have everything we want like overnight. If that was the case, I would have had 3 kids. I would have definitely tried to have 3 kids, but it wasn't in the cards. I tried right after I had my daughter. I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried. And guess what? I have one child besides my dog. And I was focusing on patience, but I did want what I wanted. I wanted it. As soon as she was 6 months, I wanted another child. I did. I wanted another child. They always do. And I'm not saying, let me not say it like that. A lot of people want what we have naturally. A lot of people, all different types of races. A lot of people want what we have naturally. Be it our skin color, be it our hair, be it our lips, be it our bone structure, be it our butt, people getting Brazilian butt lifts, and black girls too. But I noticed that a lot of different people, they want what we have, but they don't really want what we have. They don't want to have to go through everything that we go through, but they want to have the features that we have. So they get injections in their lips. They of course, yeah, they would love to rock. They fascinated by our hair sometimes. A lot of younger ones are. I would say a lot, not necessarily the ones that are in their 70s and 80s. Their mentality is a little different. But like I noticed that a lot of younger ones, yeah, they would love for their hair to be able to be like to lock like ours. But even I mean, it all depends on the texture of our hair too. Because just because you are of African descent or so doesn't mean that you have hair that will lock naturally the way that some of ours will. I mean, it's a lot of people out here with straight hair naturally that are African American or whatever, whatever. African, Nigerian, American, um, you know. So, my sister's hair texture is totally different from mine. Totally. And her son's hair is just like hers. You're welcome, Raven. Thank you. Thank you, Empress. That's what I was saying earlier. That's what I was saying earlier. You definitely have to be mentally ready for the journey. And I have videos up about that too. Check out some of the videos. This journey is not for everybody. And that's why I said, I did some videos saying why some people will not make it through this journey. Or, they'll been to comb their hair out, or they'll been to cut it out, combed it out, whatever they can do. They've been to change the throw wig on top of it, or whatever they shade it all off, whatever they choose to do. Because if you're not mentally stable, I'm not gonna say mentally stable, mentally prepared for the frizz, and which is something I embrace 1000%. I love all of it. I love all my frizzy grays. I love all my wiry hair. I love every strand of it. But some people can't get with it. I asked my nephew, he wanted me to start his dreads for him. And I was like, it's really something that you can do on your own. Look at your brother. They have another brother, Kwame, my other nephew. You all haven't seen pictures of him. They asked me, oh no, Kwame had did his hair. And so my nephew, what did he ask me? Oh, he said, I asked him, I said, do you want your hair to be like mine? or do you want your hair to be neat? I said, or do you want it tidy? And he was like, well, I want the density that you have. I want it to be like the density you have, I said, well, density is totally different. That's how many hairs per square inch. He's like, well, I want my hair to be the thickness of yours, but I don't want it to be like, I don't want to be freeform. I want to be able to do styles. I want it to be whatever. And I was like, okay, all right. He'll probably have it down in another week because it's the second time I did it. I'm gonna kick his butt too, for real. Yeah, people will come for you, Empress. You are so right. People will. Oh, she said your hair looked amazing. I wanted to get her. I was like, yeah, I sent you lots of water and positive energy. I had to make light of it instead of telling her that it'll never happen, and then have her call the cops on you for hurting her tender feelings. Oh God. I see a lot of people combing out their locks. I see somebody. I just seen. I don't know who it was, but it was like I know who. I think it was this It was a couple. They had their daughter. It was like our 11. Yeah, I know who it was. It was Grams and I forgot the other person's name, but they had a video up and it was like my 11-year-old combs out her dreads, and I was like, how? I guess it all depends on your texture, because my texture, this is not getting combed out. This, you cannot comb this out. This would have to be cut. My hair would have to be cut off if that was like, if it was detrimental to my health or something like that, or whatever. My hair would have to be cut. It wouldn't. It's nothing I could comb out and try to save. My hair, no. It would be a waste of time. Somebody trying to go through my hair and comb out all this hair so I could save some hair. I would totally have to get it cut off. Hold on, I don't understand what you're saying. You said the fizz is the main reason why dreadlock became smooth by wrapping around the locks? Or you talking about the frizz is the reason why dreadlocks become smooth by manually wrapping it around the locks? Is that what you're saying? I don't understand what you're saying. Free Nazi Dread. I don't understand what you're saying. Or the frizz is the main reason why dreadlocks become smooth by it wrapping around. Yeah, but you're gonna have. I mean, I'm 16 years in, and I still have spots that separate because I don't twist or whatever. That separate. This is one right here. Y'all remember this one? This is the third one that's separated. Like, I have a full afro on top of my head, but this is one that just like totally just grew without bonding to anything else. And I put a bead on it because I wanted to go ahead and just grow and do its own thing and be separate from the rest. I don't want it to combine with anything else, especially because this is where my gray is concentrated. So I want this to become one full Natty. Yeah, my hair can't be combed out. I know nobody's texting me. Oh, okay. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. And I've put up many videos about it. You know, like I said, a lot of people are not going to make it through this. A lot of people will comb their hair out. A lot of people will start all over. A lot of people will just stop completely and cut it all off for one reason or another. Yeah. Okay, you all, we're winding down to the last few minutes. I promised myself, I said 3 o'clock, I'll be in bed, but I'll give it to 3:30. 7 more minutes. So if anybody else in the room or anybody, period, has anything else that they would like to say, please, by all means, bring it. Bring it. And thank you all for rocking with me. It's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy, crazy day. I mean, crazy as far as like, dealing with the fact that my aunt passed away today. Last night I found out today that my aunt passed away. And then so many other people that I know in the past few months. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot to deal with. All right, you too, Empress Pie. Yeah, I had two in the front. I had this one, and then I had one in the back that wound up doing this thing and joining with this one. This one right here. It's separated. It was totally separate, and it was thick by itself, separate. And then somehow I allowed it to bond with the other ones next to it because I didn't pop them. I didn't do anything. I just was letting my hair just grow, and I hadn't popped it, and it grew in with the rest of this. Now I did want this to be by itself as well, but it wound up growing in with that. As you can see, it's way shorter than the rest of them. But so is this. But so were the two I used to call my bangs that are no longer. They bonded to other places as well. Yeah, Empress Shapa, I think I may have spoken to you before about my great aunt. She was the matriarch of the family. She was the last one living of all the sisters on my mom's side, and she was 96. She passed last night. Okay, you all. Again, to anybody that's new to the chat, yes, my channel is a channel that I primarily speak about dreadlocks on and nutrition on. If you came over to my channel because of Instagram, because you see my pictures on Instagram, welcome. But know that I have a lot of videos on my channel about dreadlocks and stuff like that. My live chats, this is not a normal thing that I do on any day at this time of night. This is something that I just started doing since I stopped doing my Sunday chats at 4:00. That was strictly about dreadlocks and nutrition. This one I just had I'm sorry if anybody just strictly wants to talk about dreads or whatever and don't want to hear anything else I have to say or anything else that anybody else has to say, but that's why I don't put it out here like that's all I talk about, like when I post on Instagram, because people probably come to the live chat or whatever and think, oh, this is what she talk about, everything else, yeah, at 3:00 in the morning, yes, because we're all up for some type of reason. Everybody's up for a reason right now, and these are different times, and my daughter doesn't have to go to school, so I don't have to get up as early. I don't have to go to my well, I can't go to my studio, so I don't have to get up and take care of that. I talk to my therapist over the phone. It's just everything is different now. So my chats at night are going to involve like a variety, a mirage of things. So, if you thumbs down the video or whatever because of the fact that I don't focus 100% on dreads, this particular video, I mean, go to my channel and watch my dread videos. But this particular time of night, I just like to talk about everything that's going on where everybody is because, again, we're all going through something. This is something that nobody I know in this lifetime has ever experienced. I don't think nobody has ever experienced this. I mean, my aunt was 96. She had never experienced anything like this. She didn't understand it. She'd never seen anything like this before. So, I mean, we've never had we've never been quarantined in our own homes. We've never been, you know, everything has never been like all shut down. So I feel like it's cool to be able to be open and talk about everything freely and free ourselves and free our minds and just be able to communicate with each other and pull it together. Like I said again, a lot of people are at home by themselves, don't have nobody to talk to or whatever. Just going from the channel to channel or whatever. And I just think that this is a cool way for everybody to open up and talk. I know. No problem. Thank you so much, Bonafide, for being here. Okay, you all, it's 3:30. Thank you for everybody who rocked with me. If you just came in, please catch it in the replay. Really? I used to do live. I was doing live on Sundays every Sunday at 4 p.m. Central Savings Time for over a year. Every Sunday. Every Sunday. Bonafide and Empress Japai, they were definitely two people that was always on my Sunday chats. I'm surprised. Yeah, I've always done, for the past year, I've always done lives on Sundays though, and it was strictly about dreadlocks and nutrition. But yeah, this is not normal. 3:30 in the morning. This is not normal for me. Okay, and it is officially 3:30. I want to thank everybody for coming to the channel. I'm gonna try my best. My main thing is keeping my health intact, keeping my immune system get up, meaning I have to get rest. I can't be under a lot of stress. I got to handle the business that I need to handle to take care of my child. So, yeah, get your rest, drink your water, put nutrients in your body, take care of your business, get back in the house, stay away from crowds, stay away from a lot of people, period. Thank you, Bonafide. Thank you so much. Again, thank you everybody for coming into the chat. Again, if I'm up, and I'm not tired, I'll be here tomorrow. But however, you would know at least a couple hours before midnight whether or not I'm gonna make it or not. I'll usually post it on my community post. If there's going to be a chat, if I already scheduled a chat and I change it, you'll be notified. If you're a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, you won't see it on the community post. But you would also not see it as being a live chat coming on tomorrow, because what I'll do is I'll change the date on it, and I'll change it to the next day. Like last night, I was supposed to come on, but I was like, I'm too tired, and I changed the date to this date, to today's date, so you wouldn't even see like it coming up or whatever until that day or whatever, or it'll show you that it'll be showing the live chat will start tomorrow at this time or whatever. So thank you all. Everybody have a great night. Thank you, Free Nazi Dread. Thank you, Empress Shapai. Thank you, Bonafide. Thank you, Raven. Thank you for all the new people that were here. Thank you, Janet. If you do be up, I will be here. Okay, cool. That's great. And hopefully I will. Again, I don't have to get up at 6:00. I just do so I can get some things. I'm used to getting up at 6 to take care of my daughter or whatever, but I really don't have to be out the house until like 9:00 in the morning. Again, it's because I really want to get things done that I have to get done and get back in the house as quickly as possible. Everybody have a good morning, you all. Signing off. Thank you again, once again, for rocking with me. Share the video. Well, I ain't gonna say share this video, but share a video. Or just share the channel with somebody. A lot of people are not gonna sit back. If they see a video is 3 hours and 38 minutes, they're gonna be like, I'm not watching that. So share like other videos with them, and then maybe they'll catch on and see what, that this is really just a live chat different. Okay. Thank you, Deanna. You have a good night too. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I'm out of here for real now. I'm out. Peace and love, y'all. Thank you. And hopefully we'll see each other tomorrow. Peace and blessings.